pulling up the card because I don't have it.
One. All right, here we go. Welcome everybody. What are you about to say, Anthony?
I almost said this is the Beards and Balls podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It
is that, but it ain't that. You know what I mean?
It is that, but it ain't that. This is the Drop Toe Hole podcast, of which you will hear me freak out later when that move actually happens in a match.
Host
that move
Darrell.
World Championships, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
The drop toe hold is a finisher that won championships.
Darrell, Anthony, Chris with no camera today, which means that actually today, Cheese is the podcast champion of this episode.
Huzzah! Finally
after like 11 episodes,
I finally got right.
It. But the paper we're going to be doing today is NWA WCW Great American Bash 89.
I'm gonna take a bow right now.
What's up?
Because I made a good choice.
Yes, you did.
This was a really good choice.
This pay-per-view,
this was a fun show.
July 23rd, 1989, Baltimore Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Commentary for this pay-per-view was Bob Caudle and Jim Ross.
Bob Caudle, who they waited until Win Kaufman to mention.
It was like it was in between the War Games and the main.
Robo Kaufman.
Robo Kaufman.
No.
But the attendance for this show was I think it was like from 12. I think they said 14,500 people were there at the show.
You know, it's a good thing that I watched the Luger and Steamboat match.
I think you're gonna come in it. Yeah.
Just in case he needs a little support on that.
Mm-hmm. And then
before we go though, before we get started, I should say, I have the next pay-per-view to view. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it out of the way now. And I hope you guys are ready since we're going to be going all in with ECW Extreme Warfare from March 18th, 1995.
ECW.
I was terrified when you said all in.
No, well, he said it was a 7-match card, so there was no fucking way that it was AEW.
Oh, that's a good point. And look, before anybody freaks out, no, it's not because you don't.
No, it's just too long. Long as
fuck.
We watched one together one time. We were asleep halfway through.
And you guys like 14 matches, and I don't. Plain and simple.
If we do whenever we do it,
that's how I know. That's how I know. Some of y'all don't.
We have.
That's how I know.
No way.
That's how I know
all of that in one go.
If they ever put on a show that's 2.5 to 3 hours long, we'll talk about it.
I've actually already planned out how we're going to do AEW shows. They are going to be 2-show affairs.
They have
we are splitting those, and we are doing those. So it's just
they have great shows. We have to talk about them. Yeah,
exactly.
Some of them might even be 3-parters.
Okay. Not wrong. Well, I actually had a thing where I know we shouldn't be doing this. We should be talking about the podcast, the pay-per-view, but we might have to just do one single show for a smaller show for like the Danielson and MJF match, because that's a whole fucking hour.
I'd rather do that for Danielson and Omega, but yeah, fair.
I mean, I've been wanting to do Okada and Omega at some point, so.
Which and that might also be a 2-parter if we ever do a Wrestle Kingdom, because
I think we don't even I don't even think we do the whole show. I just think we do those 3 matches.
But I'm gonna go and get it started because I know we only got Cheese for like an hour and a half. So match 1. Something also I wanted to start doing is the pay-per-view buys and the buy rates for these pay-per-views. Kind of analyzing them at different times because this pay-per-view in 1989. Half of America still didn't have like cable television at this point. Like,
brother, they were running this on closed circuit television.
But the buy rate for this pay-per-view is 1.5. I looked up the buy rate and I don't feel like explaining it because in the context of wrestling, it doesn't make sense. But 140,000 people bought this pay-per-view, which was pretty much the average pay-per-view buys for pay-per-views for WCW at this time, which it was crazy because I also looked at the WWE numbers and apparently they were pulling like 400K or 500K at this point. So like it's crazy to see how behind WCW was. Well, I guess NWA at this point they were, but NWA was a lot more regional, so that's probably why that was. But anyway, match 1 is a $50,000 Triple Crown 2-ring King of the Hill Battle Royal match.
All for a Burger King crown.
Yes.
$50,000.
So this Battle Royal contains wrestlers Eddie Gilbert, Rick Steiner, Dan Spivey, Flying Brian Pillman, Steve Williams, Bill Irwin, Terry Gordy, Kevin Sullivan, Ron Simmons, Scott Hall, who I forgot was in the match until I went back and watched it, Scott Steiner, Mike Rotunda, Sid Vicious, and Ranger Ross. The rules of this match, just stupid as fuck, were that there were 2 rings in the match. There were 2 rings. And this because they have a War Games match later on, and I guess they wanted to utilize the rings with the Battle Royal. They legit came up with this match, like I think a couple of hours before the pay-per-view, like legit. None of the guys that
No. They actually built to this over like several months.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think they were gonna run it on the pay-per-view. Like I think they were gonna run it on a TV show, but then they decided to run it.
Oh, it was gonna be like a special.
It was gonna because they were running those Great American Bash circuit things up until the 90s, and so I think they didn't think they were going to run it on the actual pay-per-view.
Because remember, this is Great American Bash, Glory Days, as he says it a bajillion fucking times.
They had been running battle royals on the house show loop, and the winners of those qualified for this battle royal.
I love this is the second time we've watched a WCW show, and they've had a battle royal where they do the mass entrances.
This is also like the 5th or 6th show that has what's his nuts in some way, shape, or form.
Teddy Long.
Teddy Long.
Oh, Teddy. Yeah, bro, the shot of him in the fucking crowd, fucking in the dark hallway, man.
He's fantastic.
Teddy Long with the hair.
Well.
Oh, they let you know. They let you know later.
That.
When they do that camera angle on that nasty camera angle of that poor man.
during the tag team match. So the objective of this match is that you had, in order to eliminate somebody, they had to be sent into the second ring, and then they had to be thrown over the top rope of the second ring, and that's how you eliminated somebody.
I love that the NWA could not get out of their own way when it came to overcomplicating match stipulations.
Yep.
Holy shit, man.
I don't have many. This is my match. I don't take many notes about the match because I just could not be bothered. But there were a couple of things that I did observe about this match. First of all, Sid Vicious and Dan Spivey look fucking insane here, walking to that damn ring, being the last 2. It's dead ass WCW telling you, hey, we don't give a fuck about anybody else in this match right now. It's about Dan Spivey and Sid Vicious, specifically Sid Vicious. Because Sid Vicious was crazy over at this point.
So real quick about Dan Spivey, just so we're all very clear about him, that's Waylon Mercy. That's the guy who gave his blessing. I'm pretty sure I know he was tight with the Rotundas. So
of course.
Real quick, that's who Bray Wyatt is. That's who the character of Bray Wyatt is inspired by, essentially. And that's
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah. Oh, 6'8". What did I say? Did I say Waylon Mercy?
No, it's Waylon Mercy. You were right, Anthony. Waylon Jennings is a country singer.
I know who Waylon Jennings is. That's why I was very much hoping that I did not accidentally do that.
The long lost Wayans brother.
Okay.
Waylon.
Also, Scott Hall. I kept looking for him in this match. That's because I thought he was Magnum TA this entire time.
Yeah,
he does not look like Scott Hall at all.
He really doesn't.
He does not. You're right. You're 1,000.
It's so much crazy. It's crazy how much different he looks like. What, 3-4 years from now? In
in 90 whatever it was. What was this? Or 89. He had just worked with the AWA. I know because they did that Wrestle Rock Rumble video.
It was him and Perfect were the tag team, right?
Yep. Him and Kurt Hennig, yes. And he's so much juicier than he would be in the 90s. That man had titties on titties. So let's continue.
So, Ron Simmons is the first person who's eliminated. He gets eliminated by Ranger Ross. I don't know.
Isn't juicy yet. Ron Simmons is not juicy at all. I didn't know that was Ron Simmons because his body looked tiny.
Yeah, this was right before his
still was getting huge pops from the crowd.
He was over.
Yeah. Him and Ranger Ross, right? That was his name. Yeah, those guys were getting big pops.
Terry Gordy looks insane here in this match. I don't even remember when he gets eliminated. I did not take track
Terry Gordy later on is going to talk about committing terrorist acts.
Yes. Sid, I made a comment earlier, but Sid was huge. Like everything, Sid couldn't even fucking wrestle at this point. I mean, never really could. But
they were chanting for
Sid was like big over. I think at this point he had only debuted like a year ago or a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he was already like you could tell like this dude was ready to be a fucking star. And it's kind of wild to see Sid before he kind of took that leap into superstardom and being so over already in the late 80s.
The crowd was ready for him too. Like they wanted him to be a superstar at this point. And like all he's doing is just simple moves, posing. Like Anthony was saying.
He's posing and stomping people.
He didn't need to do anything. Like all you needed was a powerbomb and boom, you're good.
Yep. Dr. Death was also huge over. At one point, it was him, Mike Rotunda, and Dan Spivey in the ring. What were you about to say?
Sid debuted in 82. Mm-hmm. But it looks like he didn't get like big until like the late 80s.
Okay.
Obviously. Right. Okay, so here it is. Actually, he started like wrestling in 87.
Mm-hmm.
His first opponents were Randy Savage and his brother Lanny.
Damn.
Yeah, he was trained by Tojo Yamamoto. So oh god, his first match was against the team of Nick Bockwinkel and Jerry Lawler. And he began his career as a masked wrestler called Lord Humongous. So that's the beginnings of Sid Udy.
And then Paramount said, "Stop doing that."
Literally, here. They don't get it. They don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They've never watched Mad Max.
But the match ends up where like Sid is the first winner. He's the last standing in the ring because Flying Brian Pillman eliminates himself by just running and jumping over the ropes into the second ring. And then from that point on, Darrell.
Yeah. So Dr. Death, Mike Rotunda, and who's the third person? Was it Terry? We're in the ring is the last three? And Dan Spivey were the last three in the second ring. And Dr. Death's doing his big heat spot. He gets Mike Rotunda out of the ring, and then eventually Spivey eliminates Mike Rotunda. And then they both just stand there for like a little bit. And then Teddy Long comes down to the ring and he's like, "Hey, these two aren't fighting. They're in a tag team. The fuck did y'all think this was? We're walking out with the $50,000. We're taking this Burger King crown and we're walking out." And that was it. So yeah, that was the $50,000 Triple Crown 2-ring King of the Hill Battle Royal. 2 out of 10 for me.
I don't know if you noticed that Teddy was missing teeth.
Oh yeah, he was missing his whole. Yeah, he got those fixed when he started reffing, I think. Yeah, but yeah, he was missing them at this point.
Like I think the bottom row,
top row.
No, it's the top.
Yeah, he was missing like his front 4.
Curious, but I'm not gonna ask why.
I gave it a 10. I gave it a 2 out of 10. I thought the stipulation
could have gotten into a fight, or because it's the 80s, it could have been crack.
Yeah, I mean,
or just hella cigarettes.
Or cigarettes. Too, yeah. Oh my god! But I'm starting to think it was probably had to do with the wrestling.
Yeah, I think he probably got kicked in the face or something, and got his teeth knocked out.
I gave this shit a decaf Americano.
This fucking coffee. I forgot about the coffee rating. Oh man.
Yeah, because we uploaded the Lost episode last week, so randomly I went back to numbers. But
been 2 weeks since we've done this, so yeah. Anthony, your rating.
You know what? It got nothing for me.
We'll leave it at that.
It didn't even register.
Jeez. I gave it a C because it just was, and there's no better grade to establish it just existed than the C.
There we go.
It's like I didn't even give it 2 stars, but like it's also not that bad. It's
not bad. It's just a giant cluster.
It happened. It was for 50
wasn't
grand.
there to be good, and it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was there for filler, and you're right.
So then, right after
Far
the
from
match,
the worst thing on this show, I'll be honest.
Apparently Teddy Long just teleported backstage and he had an interview with Gordon Sully, which makes me question where Gordon Sully was sitting at backstage as opposed to the entrance. But
Gordon Sully the entire night is, as I took a note at some point, he loves to put words in people's mouths.
Yep. Yes,
he really
he's
loves
bad
to
about that,
things.
man. Yes. But Sully interviews Teddy Long. What were you about to say, Chris?
Before we actually were supposed to get a Terry Funk interview before this Teddy Long one. But due to technical difficulties, our version of it that we watched on Archive just completely cut it out.
Oh yeah, they were having like cuts and shit. There were a lot of jump cuts
on the old Peacock version. Brian Zane's review of this, he did one about 8 months ago to like see any other details that I might have missed. He actually Peacock had it.
Hoffman, robot.
Yeah, you're robotic.
My bad. Just let me know when I'm good.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. But so go ahead.
Continue with the Terry Funk promo.
Yeah, that was like fitting that I went robotic there for a second because this
still robotic.
Robot.
Uh-oh.
We're trying not to make you mad, but it is robot.
We're trying not to make you mad, man. But yes, it's coming in rough.
I mean, it's fitting. This show has technical difficulties all over it.
That's a good point. The amount of times, so we watched it through the Internet Archive, and clearly it came off of somebody's VHS tape. Because at several points there are technical difficulties where you see a visible hop ahead, or during the War Game match there'll be like a skip or two or three.
But the Teddy Long interview basically goes, Teddy's like, hey, my guys are, amazing. They're tall. They're bigger than everybody else. They're going to beat everybody's ass. They're going to run through the NWA. Nobody's going to stop them. They're going to beat Sting's ass. They're going to beat Ric Flair's ass. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. They're going to run through the tag division, which was a good promo, by the way. I'm not saying that it was a bad promo.
That is true for one of them.
But that Triple Crown
also, real quick,
Teddy was holding up
just looks like Steve Austin with hair.
He really does.
And bigger. He just
does. Also, it's weird watching this show. The amount of guys that are known for being heels, being good guys. Midnight Express.
I have a note.
Cornette, Ric Flair. It's like, wow, this is so strange. But I like it.
Yeah. So Dan Spivey is 6'7". Shut up. Sid Udy is 6'9". So, holy shit.
Perfect team. Perfect team.
I kept calling them, Darrell knows this, I kept calling them the Twin Towers. Which then led me into this whole thing of like, what if their gimmick was that and their finisher was like called the 9/11 or like
the Israel did it.
Yes, Israel. There's no lies. Where on the block?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Match 2.
I was trying to think of a move that involved a plane crashing into a building, but I couldn't think of anything.
Match 2.
Hey man, you can't laugh about it. It's been almost 30 years.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, match 2: Flying Brian Pillman versus Bill Irvin. I don't know who the fuck Bill Irvin.
This was me.
He's the goon. Portray the goon.
Don't say that nowadays. That's not.
I know it's a different connotation these days.
Yeah.
Look at
that!
Geez.
It's the goon. Oh my god! Somebody needs that gimmick. Damian
Priest.
Please
don't. God. Cheese go crazy.
So we got Cincinnati legend Brian Pillman.
Yes.
It was almost written that Cheese would get this match.
Yeah.
That's why we let you have this one.
Yep.
Yeah. He's from Cincinnati. I think I forget. I can't.
Are you about to go full JR on?
He went to LaSalle. I think he went to LaSalle. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's going full JR.
He's going full JR.
He was a lineman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was.
rookie.
which is crazy.
He was on that team. He was there. We were there. I think he was on that Super Bowl team. I think.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Actually, I know that because it was. I remember listening to a Steve Austin podcast and somebody mentioned that once. So there, Flying Brian. Who's the other? Oh, dude! God damn it!
What?
Bill Irwin, my new goat.
Yeah. I was gonna say I saw you in the group chat. You mentioned something about him. I was wondering why.
I mean, look at him. I mean,
he's so loud. He's so loud.
He's got the jeans. He's got the camo gloves, the snakeskin boots, the red wrist tape, giant white kick pads, blonde mullet mustache, and he won't stop screaming the entire match.
Come on, Brian! Come on, Brian! You want to be flying?
Fly away, Brian!
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
My God, he was the loudest person in 3 states.
Oh man.
So it starts with the cheap shot and corner punches from the loud Bill. Don't call him Steve Irwin. Brian hits a reverse whip, a nice arm drag and drop kick, a nice running headlock into a takedown. I found. Mention of Boomer Esiason. Let's lead MVP Boomer Esiason to you guys.
Who said that? I wonder who brought it up.
Yeah, only the best people know how to bring it up.
I'm gonna say this, and I want to make this clear. I've only ever told Darrell this. I understand why Vince McMahon loved to bully JR. I get it. I fucking get it, because I would have done.
Oh shit!
I would have jammed him in a locker. I would have kicked him. I would have put a kick me sign on him. He deserved it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but. Yes.
Brian head scissors Bill out of the ring, and then Brian nails a baseball slide out square in the face. We get another arm drag and then a third arm drag. They're mentioning this, so this is basically Brian's rookie year of wrestling, because they kept emphasizing, his athleticism, his NFL skills, his college skills and stuff, and they kept mentioning how he's a newcomer. So. And he looked really good for someone just getting into it. He definitely has the reputation of someone that they made a smooth transition over. Like, as much as I hate to say this, and I really hate to say this, kind of like Logan Paul, I mean, the athleticism fit right over. He's not great, but he was able to keep up.
Logan is a spot monkey at best.
Yes, he is, but he's still able to keep up.
Oh yeah, he just needs to. He needs his hand absolutely held.
Yeah,
yes, I mean, like, it's not like.
I get what you're saying, Cheese.
Yeah. Yes, but I get what you're saying. The only, I guess, the big difference is that unlike Logan Paul, Brian Pillman got better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that's where the difference is. But you're right. The natural athletic. The Bengals team that he was on was the Super Bowl was 87, right?
1988 Super Bowl.
Or 88.
Damn, so that was just a year turnaround.
Yeah, because it was 88 and 89 were the back-to-back years for the Niners.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then 90 was the Bills, or well, not the Bills. 90 was the Giants, 91 was Washington, and then the Dallas Cowboys for 2 years.
Yeah, he debuted. So he was there in 84, and then he did the Bills practice squad in 85.
A lineman. At what were his stats as a lineman?
He was a linebacker, actually.
A linebacker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he got on the field in Cincinnati.
Real.
Yeah, he was a free agent, and then he got in on the preseason for the Bills, but was the last person to get cut because he got caught taking steroids in the locker room. And then after that, that's when he went to wrestling.
Which is where he could perfectly get away with the steroids.
Yeah,
apparently,
which was really what he was meant to do.
Him and John Harbaugh were roommates while they were at Miami.
Whoa! Here's what I would do if you ever get a chance to interview John Harbaugh or ask him a question. Ask him that one.
Yeah.
What was it like hanging out with Brian Pillman?
Brian who? Is what he would probably say.
No, Not Harbaugh. Harbaugh's a freaking football lifer. He would know. He'd be
Yeah,
like,
he
"Oh
would.
man, let me tell you about this 3-point stance
I'm
that he
not saying
hit
he
one time."
wouldn't, but he also sucks. So, as a human,
Mr. IDF's greatest head coach. Come on,
boom,
man.
boom. Exactly.
We'll go ahead, Cheese. Bad for cutting you off.
Video cassettes mentioned. They dropped the video cassettes during the commentary. I thought, all right, taking it back to the old school days. Let's do that. And like got their mixtapes. Bill hits a big slam and a standing suplex, and then throws Brian out of the ring, where he proceeds to probably shout, "Let's go flying, Brian!" Eye rake from Bill, snapmare, chinlock. Bill is all over Brian for the longest time nearing the end of the match. And it goes in and out of the ring quite a lot. The match then comes to an end with a top rope crossbody from the second ring into the first ring from Brian to get the win.
That was real cool. Yeah.
Yep.
And that was a really cool
he did
move.
a great job in general throughout the night utilizing that second ring.
Yes.
I think so too.
They really did.
It's not like World War III where I'm like half the time like you guys could be doing something with that ring.
Those the rings were a lot more like spaced out for World War III, so it's kind of like
yes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what'd you give the match?
I gave this match a B+.
Oh wow. I gave it a 5.5. It was a good showcase match. I mean, both guys didn't do anything, bad. Yeah.
A standard
match. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. 3. Oh, you go.
I just gave it. I gave it. No, they've only been to the. How many times have the Bengals been to the Super Bowl, Cheeseman?
3.
Okay, I give it 3 failed Super Bowl attempts.
Seems kind of racist, but okay.
Racist.
Don't ask. Just accept my involuntary voices.
What are you guys? Cincinnatians or Cincinnatians?
Cincinnatians.
Cincinnatites. Nah.
Cincinnatites.
I like Cincinnatites.
Please go ahead, man. Jesus Christ.
I like the spot where Bill Irwin invented the Samoa Joe Nope off of one of Pillman's top rope moves.
Yeah.
And then Pillman had an LA Knight slip on the ropes before his big finish. Still, it was a really surprising match. I didn't know anything about Bill Irwin, and I came away with a new GOAT. I gave it a nuts and berries. Sorry.
Gotcha. All right. After that, we get a Paulie Dangerously interview where he talks about not only stripping down. Well, I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until later in the show to say this, but
Jim Cornette,
I'm just gonna say it now. I'm not gonna use the word that I would really want to use, but I will PG this up as much as I can. This was really gay.
Yes,
this whole show was really gay. This whole show. Man, later on, again, I took notes on some quotes, but this whole thing was gay.
I've got the promo right here if you want me to read some highlights.
Please do, Kaufman.
He goes, first off, I'm not concerned with winning this match. Paulie says this. The point I've been trying to tell everybody is I don't care if I win. I want to take Jim Cornette out. O-U-T out. Because you see, in 1986, I was a photographer, and I saw Jim Cornette fall off a scaffold at Starrcade, and I saw his knee completely come out. And I saw his doctor, and I know one thing. Jim Cornette, your knee is not recovered completely. And later on, he says, like, I've been living dangerously all my life. I stand on a beach when a hurricane comes in. I leaned over the Empire State Building. Hey, I even hired a Rob Lowe as a babysitter.
Pause real quick.
Very topical for 89.
Yes. He said living dangerously. That asshole in that moment made a fucking check mark in his mind. It was like, I'm going to use this later.
He said, I'm writing that one down.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He mentions, like, win, lose, or draw, they're going to have to call me the greatest manager in wrestling because after tonight, you'll never be able to walk again. And you'll be hobbling around. That's essentially what he says. And then Gordon Sully takes us to the next little segment.
Yep. So match 3 was the Dynamic Dudes, which is Shane Douglas and Johnny
man.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna get the rant out the way.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm
apologizing.
I'm getting around out the way right now. I have never seen a tag team that I've hated more. I haven't even seen a match with the tag team. Just the two people involved in this fucking tag team. And I hate them both for different reasons. I think Shane Douglas just sucks. But Johnny Ace is one of the most abhorrent pieces of shit in the industry. And it's just
in life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just to see him come, it just fucking annoyed me because I didn't know who the fuck they were. And when we were going over the match, I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And then I read a little bit more and I'm like, you are fucking kidding me. And I took the match. I can't even talk shit because I took the match.
Dude, the funny part is the Skyscrapers have been like terrorizing WCW for like a little bit at this point, and this crowd says, fuck the Dynamic Dudes.
Well,
fuck Shane Douglas, fuck Johnny Ace. We want Sid.
So I ended up reading up
the Skyscrapers. Sid, to nobody's surprise, leaves pretty shortly after this.
Yes.
And Mean Mark Callis steps in as the other guy.
Yep.
So
AKA the Undertaker.
Michelle.
But I think the worst part about this match for me was them trying to interact with the crowd and the crowd just not giving a fuck about the Dynamic Dudes. They just did not.
Why are you throwing frisbees at people? Stop doing that.
Also, apparently, I read up on this match before the show started, and apparently they tried to get the Dynamic Dudes over a month ago. By that point, everybody already stopped caring, like immediately. Like nobody cared about this tag team. So,
well, the only place that Johnny Ace was ever over was in Japan.
Yeah.
But
that was only on the tapes he showed everybody. By the way,
I was gonna say yes, and it was only for one specific promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they would always grab a kid and bring him over, and then like try and like find the camera and point to it and like pose with it and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, that was funny. They kept finding the Rizzler in the crowd and getting him to throw frisbees.
Like I'm just like, man, get this bullshit off of my TV.
Diabetic child is what you're telling me.
And the worst part, and I know you'll get into the match here in a second. The worst part is everybody watching the match at home, watching the match in person.
Yep.
Everybody just wants Sid, and you don't get hardly any Sid in this match.
They were chanting Sid. They were all chanting Sid.
So the Skyscrapers come out. Of course, I pop because it's Sid, and I'm gonna pop every time I see Sid because the fuck are y'all talking about? With Teddy Long, the Skyscrapers, of course, talked about it earlier, the winners of the 50,000 Triple Crown King of the Hill Battle Royal. I cannot believe it. I just remembered that without going back to look at it. But I have the note that the Dynamic Dudes are not over. The crowd doesn't care. Sid comes out, they pop big time. Spivey about fuck somebody up in the crowd, and I don't know if he was a plant or if that was shoot, but they had to hold him back from beating somebody.
I think Dan Spivey was just gonna beat him, man.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Teddy Long was killing me because he had the whole the top of his head was fucking bald, so the crowd just keeps calling him Peanut Head.
What was killing me was not that. It was that fucking crown.
The crown, the fucking plastic crown.
that he's holding the crown, and as he's holding the crown, it's bending in his hand. Because it looks like it's not even made of plastic. It looks like it's made of rubber. There's no shine to it. The jewels, everything is like matte finished. It looks like shit.
It looks like rubber.
Somehow it looks worse than what WWE gets now from like Party City.
And the whole time, the cameraman is just avoiding the crowd at all costs and just shining it on the top of this man's head.
But and Teddy Long says something in the corner when they're fucking doing that. He was like, "Stop focusing on my head, focus on this crown." And he keeps trying to put the crown in the camera, and the cameraman's like, "Please do not show that. That looks like
the cameraman's like bald."
God, Teddy Long is fantastic all night.
I mean, he is amazing on that microphone. They're like, Teddy Long is one of the people who stand out to me in wrestling history. Like he will always stand out to me in whatever the fuck he's doing.
You understand why somebody just saw him because he was just helping around backstage, just as a guy moving stuff. I'm pretty sure. I forget exactly what his job was, but somebody backstage was like, "You should be on the show."
Yep. I can tell you should not have been on this fucking show. And
Well,
that
you
was
know how
fucking
wait, in life you meet some like interesting folks that you're like, yeah, I don't know, there's something about you. You should be documented in some way.
And Teddy Long is one of those people.
yes.
Pretty long as like we want to put you on camera because we feel that you have this kind of charisma that it works.
Buckle up, Teddy.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
This match takes forever to get started, and I'm just like, bro, can we just get this shit over with? Like, why are we trying to rough on
Undertaker at will? That man has been with him since like, oh god.
Yeah, since the late 80s. Yeah.
Since 89, essentially, because again, Mark Callis is on his way.
Yeah, you're not kidding about this match being slow. Like Sid literally holds, I think it's Johnny Ace in a kidney hold for like a minute. Just move.
There was also a point when that is a great point. Why do you just stand there in that move when you can just legit move?
He's just laying on the ground like you could roll any direction and get out of it.
But at one point at the start of the match, JR points out that Johnny Ace is 6'4", and standing next to Dan Spivey, he looks like a little fucking kid. I don't believe that Johnny Ace was 6'4" either.
And that's because Sid is still 2 inches taller than Dan Spivey.
Yeah. But
how tall is Randy Orton?
6'4".
6'5", right? Bill him at 6'5", yeah.
Okay, so they're about the same height because when I was working downtown at the arena and there was a show there, I walked by and Randy Orton and John Laurinaitis were next to each other having a conversation, and they were about at eye level.
Oh,
okay.
When did that's an interesting thing to witness? And why didn't we know this?
Yeah, I didn't even know you worked at the arena. Wait a minute.
And tell why? What happened? Who did you assault?
I didn't assault anybody.
Okay, good.
That was the assumption.
I went in the wrong. This is the first time I ever worked a wrestling show. I went in the wrong entrance.
So how many wrestling shows did you work?
Because there's when I was getting there, because the main entrance that I always go into when I was there, they had taken over like a bunch of hair and makeup stuff was there.
Don't show your feet. Keep them down there.
Damn. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that, and I just walked. But luckily, no one was there to yell at me or anything. But I learned the next time though. But I was just walking by, and I'm like, I just walked by and I see Randy Orton and John Laurinaitis there, and I just kept walking though. But I was like, oh my god, that's Randy Orton. That's so cool. He's so tall.
Like,
was it when you were working for like the campus?
It was when I was working for US Bank Arena downtown. I was probably 19.
So a while ago.
Cool.
Yeah, because you what?
Yeah, it was the episode that was. It was a live episode of Monday Night Raw there. Oh
well, we need to watch that one.
It was episode 1001 because the week before that was episode Raw 1000.
Wow.
Damn.
Hell, why did you wait all this time?
Yeah, you
never mind. That's like mid 2012. We do not need to watch that.
Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, we.
No, we don't. What do you? I was like, John Laurinaitis is around.
It was Randy Orton's return when he came out and squashed Heath Slater.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten that Randy Orton was even off TV. I'm like, oh shit, that's right, he was.
So yeah, we do not need to watch that episode. Absolutely not. But getting into the match, yeah, for sure. I don't know why Cheese held that from us for fucking.
I got others,
years.
but we don't have the time for it.
No, we'll split those up as we go. We'll get them revealed to us little by little.
Yeah, we'll do it like the Michael Jordan interviews.
The NBC.
The interviews, the one. But so the Dynamic Dudes hit Spivey with the double drop kick. Then they hit Spivey with a double monkey flip. Dynamic Dudes go for stereo clotheslines in the corner, but Spivey fights out. He hits one of them with the big boot. I don't remember. I don't care. Then the Dynamic Dudes hit Spivey with a crossbody trip combo. That gets a 2 count.
They fuck it up royally.
They do fuck it up because they fucking suck. But Spivey hits Johnny Ace with a nasty clothesline in the corner. Then Sid tags in, the crowd fucking blows up whenever he tags in. Like, they don't give a fuck about anything but Sid Vicious. He's just in the oral form, and he just like does a couple of like stomps and shit, and then starts flexing to the fucking crowd. The crowd's going fucking crazy. Then like the dynamic dudes were just hitting the skyscrapers with stuff, and Dan Spivey wasn't selling shit. Sid wasn't selling shit. They did not want to be out here. And then Spivey hits a nasty clothesline on Ace again. And then Spivey hits this weird sidewalk slam that looks like an undeveloped like Uranagi rock bottom thing.
It's very loose is the best way to put it.
He is that on Shane Douglas. Big "We Want Sid" chants start ringing out in the arena.
There's only two wrestlers that get like name chants all night. Sid Udy and Sting.
Yep. Spivey hits a avalanche powerbomb on Shane Douglas, and then Spivey hits a shitty big boot to send Douglas out of the ring, I think. And then, because then Teddy starts beating Shane Douglas's ass on the outside, which killed me. Then I think Spivey suplex Shane back into the ring from the apron. Sid tags back in. He keeps oral farming. Then that's when he hits the nerve hold on Ace. And Ace was just laying there. Yeah, it's a kidney hold. There you go. And he just lays there. And I'm like, what in the fuck am I watching? It was so bad that like when Sid tags in Spivey back into the ring, the crowd boos Spivey. Like they did not give a fuck about Dan Spivey. Then Dan Spivey goes for a flying headbutt, and I'm like, why the fuck is this 6'7" dude going for a flying fucking headbutt? Why? Then Ace gets in the ring, hits his 2K comeback spot. Ace hits a flying clothesline at Dan Spivey. Sid and Spivey run into each other at some point. And then for some reason, Shane gets out of the ring, and then he tries to get back in and distracts the referee, which allows Sid and Spivey to hit an assisted powerbomb on the Ace that looked like shit. Then Spivey hits Ace with another shitty powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. I gave this match a 3 out of 10.
Darrell,
whatever.
Shane Douglas is the current LPW tag team champion with Tommy Ace right now as of 2/28/2026.
Yeah. What's y'all's rating, man? Yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna hit you with some trivia on what the highest rated Shane Douglas match is, and then I found that, and I don't need to do that anymore.
Can I take a stab at it? Is it him and
I didn't even get that far, Darrell. I still haven't even gotten that far.
Oh, you're just like, never mind.
I got like hecka distracted by that.
There's a point in this match where Johnny Ace catches Sid with an elbow on the apron and stiffs him a little bit, and then right after that, Spivey goes for a pin on Johnny Ace, and Sid breaks it, or Johnny Ace goes for a pin on Spivey, and Sid breaks it up by punting Ace right in the head, receipt style. It was awesome. Also, like Spivey hits a one-armed razor's edge at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the avalanche. Yeah, the avalanche powerbomb. Yeah.
And then that final powerbomb at the end, it looked like the video game glitched out. It looked like Spivey was trying for a jackknife animation, and Johnny Ace was trying for a pile driver animation, and then Johnny Ace somehow didn't break his neck.
No, have you seen on the new game when you get like the purple stamina bar, and you like sometimes you'll botch if you like do
it. Was like purple stamina bar. That's exactly what it was.
Stamina bar powerbomb.
I gave it a black drip coffee.
That sounds disgusting.
Hey, it could be good. It wasn't.
Oh my god.
Cheese?
I gave it a C+, strictly for the towers.
Gotcha. Anthony.
Same as the other one.
All right, we'll move on.
No, we're not moving on yet, Darrell, because I finally pulled it up. What do you think What is the highest rated Dave Meltzer match for Shane Douglas?
Anthony, do you want me to?
Who is it against?
I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I'm gonna say.
I'll give you a hint though. It's 2 people, not 1.
So it's a tag team match. Or is it
nope, it's a triple threat.
I'm gonna say it's him, Sandman, and Sabu. I'm just gonna throw 2 names.
No, okay, you're right about Sabu, but it's wrong about Sandman.
So it's him, Sabu, RVD? And RVD.
Nope.
Jerry Lynn.
No, this guy is on this show.
Sid?
Rick Steiner.
Nope.
Scott?
Nope. Come on, guys.
Was it in ECW?
Oh, Terry.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
For the ECW title, 4.5 stars.
Huh.
His second highest rated is a singles match against Sabu and against Ricky Steamboat.
That's a 4-star match.
Good for him.
Next up, we got a Jim Cornette
got a lot of
promo.
duds, though.
We got Jim Cornette talking too long and getting cut off.
Sorry, real quick, Kaufman. Darrell, this match that you covered, Dave Meltzer gave that 1 star.
Shouldn't have got any, but yeah.
Worse than match territory. Yeah. All right, Cornette starts out. Well, let me tell you something. He kind of trails off immediately. Paulie dangerously's done his homework. He knows his facts. It's Starrcade 86. I did fall off that scaffold. I did blow my knee completely out. I suffered. And how he listed off the medical name for ACL and didn't stutter was crazy. He goes, I suffered a torn anterior cruciate ligament, and I was in the hospital for a while, and I still have to wear a brace because arthroscopic surgery couldn't repair it sufficiently. How did he say that with his accent so fast?
I will tell you exactly how. He's a grifter.
That's true. He knows how to talk.
Grifters know how to speak that way. Grifters are... That's called grifter language, grifter talk.
Cornette was one bad. He was one move away from being a pastor, being a mega church pastor. Like I think that's why
he was going to be the type of person who put hands on foreheads and people would have physical reactions.
He's wrestling Peter Popoff.
But then again, Mick Foley.
I don't like men's anymore.
Mick Foley credits Jim Cornette as the only progressive person he met in the wrestling business.
Okay.
That's why he's such a complex figure.
God, I would love to be in those conversations.
That's where Mick's CTE starts to flare up at. There you go.
That's true.
That's where Mick's thing where he's like too forgiving is a problem.
But he said nobody else was progressive.
Yeah, nobody.
I know that's bad, isn't it?
Because when you really think about it, he really is one of the most progressive voices in wrestling, especially at that time. Which was
you can be progressive and racist.
Yeah,
that's a good.
Notice what I'm saying. That was
qualifier, Darrell. Yeah. In wrestling.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Specifically, that period of time in wrestling where which is like, I mean. I don't need to say anything.
But anyway, this is a weird segment because Cornette's face here, after years of being one of the biggest heel managers. So he goes, I'll tell you this. This is a chance to prove myself, a chance to get some satisfaction, not only for myself, but for all those people around the country who'd like to take one of these and puts his fist to the camera and put it upside your head. I don't care if you break one of my legs, I'll come hopping to you. If you break both of my legs, I'll come crawling to you on my belly like a reptile. I'll get to you, Paulie, because I want my satisfaction. And then he says, then he should have cut the promo there. He has
given this. I believe him because I genuinely think when he says that he's going to will himself to outlive Vince Russo just to piss on his grave, I believe it. I believe it. Like I genuinely believe that Jim Cornette will, when he says these things, he intends to fully go through with them.
Mm-hmm. He ends up repeating more or less the same thing for a few more sentences, and then like Gordon Sully is looking off to the side, like definitely looking at a producer like this guy's going way too long. Does he know his match is next? He goes like, part of this is going to be for me and part of it's going to be for the people who've supported me after all I've done in the past, and said, Jim Cornette, we're on your side. And then like, this is where he starts to run off of the side of the screen and goes, I'm getting out of here. And then we go to the match.
The tuxedo street fight.
I made a note that he's a cuck.
That is true too.
And that's just a truth. That's just a fact. That's not even like it's not the way that I called JR a cuck later in these notes, but it's different. He's into it.
So Paul is out here first in his best prom tuxedo. And he's coming out to some like Halloween theme too. It was weird hearing that. Then Jim Cornette is out here with the best theme I've ever heard of all time.
Yes.
That was awesome.
But his tuxedo looks like he dipped it in piss.
That is true
really
too.
does.
Like it
was supposed to be white and it like fell into like a vat of like melted peeps. Like you just
further to the point that this show is very gay. That's all.
This match,
that music, the tuxedos, everything.
Yeah, look, this is a manager's match. I'll try to breeze through this because they're not workers, so they're not doing moves. Like it starts.
No, they are not.
With Cornette just rushing him and grabbing him by the throat and overhead style like punching him and immediately rips off the jacket. Paul E then just rips off Cornette's right after he starts beating up on Cornette's knee for a little bit. They do a few punches and Cornette actually at one point does this like tremendous back body bump or like back bump, I mean, as he's getting punched. Paulie then just starts stomping on his knee on the ground, punching at his knee on the ground. Like he tries to run off the ropes at one point, and JR goes, or maybe it was Bob, goes, the only running Paulie's ever done is his mouth. And Paulie starts stretching Cornette's knee over the middle rope in the corner. Paulie then makes a crucial error and takes his own cummerbund off. He does it to start choking Cornette, but now he has given Cornette the advantage. This allows Cornette to get the upper hand by stealing that cummerbund and choking Paulie with it, and throws it off to the side of the ring and starts talking some trash. Paulie spits on Cornette at some point, and Cornette tries to walk at him, but falls down immediately because his knee's hurting, and he eats shit rolling out of the ring, too. They drunkenly stumble around the outside for a little while. Paul taunts in the corner. Paulie, by this point, his shirt is already ripping itself off. Should have kept that cummerbund on. Makes it easy for Cornette to pull it off a little bit later. Paulie does a flip bump for one of Cornette's punches, and Cornette gestures to the crowd right before he does take off that shirt. They do a double down spot. And let's see, JR says they don't look like two Mack trucks. They look like two Volkswagens hitting each other.
Yeah, that was a great line. Yeah.
Paul, I forgot to mention earlier, threw powder in Cornette's face to start the match. He tries to go to that well again right here, but Cornette kicks it right back into his face. Cornette finally rips off Paulie's pants, and that's the end of the match, as Paulie hightails it in his blue underoos to the backstage.
I want to say something about this match.
Go for it.
I think the funniest thing about it is that Jim didn't come out of anything but his tux jacket.
Yeah, no, in terms of the stipulation rules, he waxed Paulie.
Yeah, like he ran through Paul in this match.
Yes, he did.
Go ahead and rate it, Chris.
Yeah, this wasn't wrestling. I still enjoyed it. I don't think I'd ever go back to it. I gave it a matcha.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, that is the perfect fucking rating for what you said before that. It's fine, but I would never go back to it. That is 1,000% matcha.
Yeah.
The only people, I'm not gonna get into the only people who drink that. I'm not gonna say something that'll offend a bunch of soft people. Anyways, gay. This fucking thing was gay. That's all it's gonna get.
I mean, hell, I was a barista for 3 years. I'll tell you what matcha means. If somebody orders a matcha, if it's got oat milk, they're definitely queer of some sort.
No.
You're in the LGBTQ sense.
Yes, but in the annoying ones.
See, you go the deeper layer.
Yeah, I know them. All right, anyway.
Jesus, waiting for this match.
I gotta figure out how that wasp keeps getting in there. That door is sealed tight. Go away.
I feel like every 5 podcasts we do, some type of insect gets in the Cheese's room or something like that. Or like
I don't understand. That screen door is sealed tight. How are you getting in there? That's a new door.
Okay.
They're wasps. They're wasps.
Yeah, there was a spider that was living down there that I was friends with. I would usually cheer him on, but I think he's dead now because of the winter.
Oh. Did he used to like Charlotte's Web for you? You know, write salutations on a web or happy birthday? Any of that shit?
No, I'm just watching Chase after the wasps and the wasps.
What? Oh God, I know the reference you're talking about, Darrell. That's that Family Guy one where Charlotte slurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I gave this. What'd you say, Chris?
Robot Kaufman.
Damn, it took about an hour to get that back. Damn.
Yeah.
But I gave this match a 2.5 out of 10. Yeah, like it was. I'm not even hating on it. It just, whatever.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, it it is a palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Which in the next match doesn't even go like 5 minutes, so I can't even say that.
No, it doesn't go 5 minutes.
Nope.
Cheeseman, that's you. I think you're the one who has the Steiners, right?
Yes, I do have the
Wait, before that, we get a backstage segment with Gary Hart and Gordon Sully. Gary Hart is stumbling over a promo, and he has a line, and I want to quote this one line. He says, "Quote, Muta is the best that the Orient has to offer." And it also says during the promo that Muta is summoning the powers of the Orient.
By the way, that's the wrong nomenclature, dude.
So, yeah. But anyway, Cheese.
In '89, they thought they were being sensitive. Like, they thought they
thought that was
the right word to use.
You get the nomenclature joke, right? Don't you, Cheeseman?
Yeah, you can't say that. I'm aware.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, Muta's Japanese, right?
Yes, he is Japanese.
Yeah, you can't say that, man. That's
I'm glad you brought up that word because I took extensive notes on things that were said tonight. Mm-hmm. So we'll get back to the Oriental thing a little later.
Ooh, that sounds good for dinner tonight.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's a restaurant
down the road called Oriental Walk.
Yeah.
I believe you. I'm not saying I. Anyways.
Let's Zito got you for too much longer.
Let's get to this match.
Super chill Asian dude, man. Don't be yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. It's just I feel like I'm on pins and needles with you. It's either your feet or your mouth that I got to worry about, and that sounds terrible.
Okay, no los dos.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at you. Your Duolingo crap has been working.
A little bit. No, that's not from that. That's from Old El Paso taco shells. That's what that's from. Does no remember that little girl in the commercial when they were trying to figure out about the taco shells and she just says "Por qué no los dos?"
All the time.
Yeah.
I think of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's done more for my than Duolingo ever has.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, just so we're all aware, somebody this week asked me. I only told Darrell about this. I was approached in a parking lot and asked if I spoke English.
Do you speak American?
So that's just
like, buddy, I don't even speak the one you think I speak.
Oh, Kaufman, he was trying to sell me on God. And so I'm like, oh.
That's when you pull out A Short Stay in Hell, and you're like, sir, this book converted me to Zoroastrianism. You should try it.
I should ask him if he's ever heard of Zimu. Or
Zimu. How about Hiro Mazda?
You know, the Scientologist one. Anyways, whatever. Mormons think they can become planets. So, you know what? Hey, who am I to judge?
Fascinating bunch of people. No, you can judge them a little bit.
We got the Games Master.
He's back. You think he's back?
Yeah, he's back.
All right. So we have no Robot Kaufman.
God dang it. Okay, Cheeseman, you have a match to talk about. You only have a certain amount of time.
Want to is the problem. Okay, it's Taskmaster and IRS versus the Steiners.
They called him the Games Master in his.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
That was strange.
They should have combined their names and become the Tax Master.
Boo, boo,
The
boo,
Tax Masters. Yes.
boo.
Also,
right.
did they switch their themes up? Like,
I don't know.
Why did it sound like the first team came out to the Steiner?
So here's the thing. It was not changed by WWE as many times as that has been asked, guys, because this is on the Internet Archive that came off of a VHS tape.
Yep.
So that is just NWA raw dog in your ears.
Nice. Also, it's so strange, as always, seeing Scott Steiner pre-steroids and pre-beard and bleach blonde hair or white hair.
Even here, he looks way younger than he even looks in WCW. Like he looks like a baby here. Like him and Rick don't even look anything like close to what they look like 2 years from now.
Scott looks like he belongs in what's the modern day guys? American Alpha, or what are they called? The Creed brothers. He looks like like a Creed brother here.
American Made, yeah. Mega Made.
Also, it's crazy how Rick is the one that's over with the crowd.
Yes,
I know.
Rick was fucking
that is so weird because that's the only time in history that's going to happen.
Yeah. It's so weird here. Everyone
Rick was not more over than Scott.
Rick was probably more over than Scott again in like 95, 96. But then, yeah, like he, like the dark.
Isn't it?
Like Rick was probably more over than him here, and then in the mid 90s, and then once the end of like 96, 97 comes around, that's when I think Scott really came into his own.
You know, Rick is very much of the same ilk as Jim Duggan in that he's like your uncle that got hit in the head a lot working on the farm. And now
Rick's strange too because he said a lot of heinous shit in his life, but he's actually like apologized for it.
He apologized for that?
Yeah, he apologized for the whole Giselle thing that happened. Yeah.
That means one of his kids is gonna come out. Anyways, whatever.
Shit. This was a tornado tag match. So just like
there's a match, I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah. And just like the match to start the show, I mean, good God, the notes are everywhere. Kevin and Rick are fighting out of the ring, and Rick gets hit in the head with a chair. I
told you.
Yeah,
no sell from the chair shot though.
Commentary says right there, you got to hit a Steiner somewhere other than the head.
It really does. Meanwhile, Scott is getting wrecked by Mike out of the ring. Hey Kevin, here's a table. Have it for your face, please. Also, those were not steel steps. Those were full-on wooden steps.
Yes, they were. They used to have those weird wooden ones.
Yeah. Which, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like it's going to hurt more than the steel steps.
Yeah, you're also going to get splinters.
Yeah, splinters. No one wins with a splinter. That wasp is still there.
It's going to suck.
Scott hits the 10 punches and a big hip toss. Once again, Scott gets thrown out of the ring, and Rick is fighting on his own. It's weird watching Rick do the comeback spots again. More 10 punches. Rick gets kicked in the Face's face. That's how the cool kids say it. Rick gets kicked in the Face again. Again, Face's face. That's how.
Are you gonna keep doing this bit? How long is this gonna go?
It's gonna go as long as I feel like it.
Jesus Christ!
337 for you guys. So you got like
big leg drop from Mike onto Scott. A failed sunset flip. It felt like the whole match. Felt like Kevin and Rick were like the main characters in it, and Scott and Mike were just there.
I feel like that's Mike Rotunda's career.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And that's not like an insult to him. It's just like he was always a role player or a tag team partner or someone's muscle.
He is a great example of mid-card guy, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Utility player.
Rick gets thrown out of the ring. A double takedown from the other team. Another chair to the Face. Face is how you say face. That's how the cool kids say it. Mike gets launched out of the ring, a flying crossbody. There's too much that's happening here, guys. It was hard to keep track with the notes. Steiner's double pin Kevin and win. And once again, I had to emphasize, Rick feels like a much bigger deal than Scott does at this point.
Can we talk about Kevin Sullivan's body?
He's
barrel chested. He's built like a fucking.
It's so fucking weird. He's built like Winnie the Pooh.
No, what's the name of the dog on fucking Tom and Jerry? The bulldog.
He's built. Oh, but he's built like Winnie the Pooh.
That too.
He also tried Rick Steiner through the bottom of the table.
Robotic
Kaufman.
Robot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That might be the name of this episode. Is just Robot Kaufman.
Yeah, Robot Kaufman. Oh, I'm gonna make that in 2K.
Make that a shirt.
Oh yes.
Becca Kaufman.
But I was saying, Kevin Sullivan tried to throw Rick Steiner through the bottom of a table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did.
Also, there was a point during this match where I think Rick went for a pin, or Scott had rolled up Mike, and the way the camera was angled, I thought they were gonna do the NXT breakup spot where they like shoved the other wrestler into the wrestler, but they didn't do it, and I got mad because I'm like, y'all could have did that there.
There was also the spot where Rick repeatedly headbutts Sullivan's dick and balls from the underneath.
Yes.
You know,
Kevin Sullivan is
bite,
standing.
baby.
Keep telling you all night.
Like people at home, imagine how somebody would headbutt somebody in the dick and balls 5 times in a row while the person who's receiving it is standing. You will not picture how Rick Steiner does it.
No.
Whack-a-mole.
You will not. Cheese rating for the match.
Oh boy.
I gave it a C because I couldn't keep up with it.
This is the most old man thing I've ever heard Cheese say, man. Wait, Cheese, you are the elder of the podcast, aren't you?
No.
I just turned 33 last week.
I'm the elder.
Okay, Anthony, yeah, because you just turned 34, right?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
So he's the older one, or he's the younger one. But because we have that 1 year apart, him and I are gonna understand things that the two of you children don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm more
We've
than
been
Parts aren't gonna be able to keep up with the times like me and Darrell.
Yeah. Even though I'm
some of, I don't know about Darrell. None of us are making an effort.
6'7" eludes us.
Do I? No. Hey, I think actually, I love the absurdity of it.
Mm.
Because you know, you getting mad at it is what makes it funny.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying.
Not literally you. More of the. Not even.
Oh.
The audience.
Yeah.
The royal you, the greater you, the idea of you, people, whatever. Fucking boomers. Watching them get mad about shit makes me happy. Oh, I can't sell my house now. Fuck you.
Your fault.
It's your fault, you bastards.
I gave this match a cheap espresso shot.
That's Anthony. What did you give this match?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You know, I was actually very disappointed in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because on paper, look, I'm not like a big... Kevin Sullivan is a weird fucking dude. But I know that he's got a decent match in him, and so does Mike Rotunda. I feel like we didn't really get that. So, I give it one... I give him one brain-damaged Rick Steiner.
I gave it a 4 out of 10. Like, I think they did the best they could with the 4.5 minutes they had, but it was a 4.5.
That's the other disappointing thing. You probably could have turned Cornette and Heyman into a 3-minute affair, and given that the rest of that time to this tag match.
Yeah.
So, actually, everything else is paced out just right.
Mm-hmm. Then we get a Sting backstage segment.
I want to talk about this one.
And I
think Sting is a dweeb.
Yeah. So that's really exactly what I put here. So Sting's whole thing in this promo is that he's nervous because he's facing the Great Muta and he's undefeated. And it's like Sting is literally the archetype for babyface. I've never seen a more babyface professional wrestler ever. Not Cody, not John, nobody. This is like the perfect baby face. Cause he's a dweeb, but he wrestles like a fucking awesome, cool guy.
He's earnest too.
He's earnest about being a dweeb. Yes. Like it's weird because like he's nervous about Muta, but it comes across like in a I'm kind of shucks kind of way. Which is, it's good. I like it. It's not. It gets just to the line where it's not corny, I guess is the best way to put it. What is funny is, I'm gonna tell you this: Eddie Gilbert's not an ugly man. But
there was the promo that he fucking cuts.
He's not an ugly man.
Sting's nervous, but I believe in Sting, and I believe in Sting.
But
hot stuff. Bro.
He is not.
This show is full of those type of
we get to it in the word.
I have notes. I have notes because Darrell, you know the
Sweet
saga of Jimmy Jam Garvin and myself and that dog that he drags around with him that I will keep quiet about. All right.
Thankfully, she doesn't show up on this damn show.
No, she doesn't, and that's disappointing because oh my god, I feel like I'm always locked and loaded to throw something at that dog. Anyways, it's a whole thing, Kaufman. I will fill you in later. So it's a whole fucking thing. Muta's fucking looks incredible. Can we talk about that? Like 10 out of 10.
Has.
His face paint makes me think of the Pokemon Litten. So I can't unsee that.
I like that the PA announced it as Gary Hart presents the Great Muta.
Oh, it was Gary Hart presents.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's such a that's cool. That's actually
the PA. Cool. Such a cool thing to like listen to in this time because we're used to today.
Robot, like really bad.
And now he died.
He's not dead. He's confident. He ain't dead. He ain't The Rock. So, anyways, the music for Great Muta, I give it a 5 out of 10 on the racism scale. JR says a lot of stuff later. Like I said earlier, Sting is the most babyface ever because he does this. This is what happens. They pop for his music hitting. They pop when he walks out. And then they pop again when he gets into the ring.
Yep.
And it's Cena pops too. It's very high pitched.
One is like a little bit louder than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So like the dude got a triple pop. And it's like, when do you see that now? You don't.
And what I was saying before I went robotic, the PA is something fun to pay attention to throughout this because he also introduces Sting as the champion is Sting. Yep. And it's like we're used to modern day where like everybody gets the same formula, their name's said a little different from the last person, but whoever was on the house mic was like introducing each person a little different, even the phrase leading up to it too.
That's cool. I think that's really awesome. It's a nice touch. NWA was I don't think we talked about the presentation of the show, but I really dug it. The stage, the pyro, it's lit just right, and it's fucking packed. And everybody, I don't think we've mentioned this either. That crowd from the beginning of the show to the end is hot.
Yes,
like just on fucking fire.
Especially at the end.
I cannot wait to get to the end. This, by the way, this show builds like a good pay-per-view should build. Everything, like, it all culminates with the main event being great. So yeah, this match is also pretty solid. It is a hot start because like Sting, since we have those two rings, Sting launches himself and crossbodies Muta to start the match, like from one ring into the other, which is fucking crazy because Sting is 6'2", is like 240, and he's really fucking fast. It always shocks me how fast that guy is at that size. He's taking it to Muta and to Gary Hart. Muta does something that we joked about recently, he does a flying chop, and it's effective.
The flying karate chop.
Everything. By the way, tonight, every kick is a karate kick according to JR. Okay,
Yep.
every chop is a karate chop, or excuse me, a judo chop, I should say. Yeah, because he did that.
He did correct himself, quote unquote.
Shut up.
Yes.
Muta hits Sting with a springboard elbow in the corner after, like, he puts him in the corner. He hits an over the knee backbreaker and then he goes up top for that moonsault, but he misses it, lands on his feet.
In 89, he does a moonsault land on his feet in 1989.
Yep.
Yes, because it's fucking great Muta, which, like, a lot of what he's doing here is, I'm like, oh, that's stuff they do now. It's just common stuff. Let's see. He kicks Sting in the head, and Sting rolls out. He goes for a springboard crossbody over the rope, right by the barricade. The crowd's going fucking crazy for everything. I'm sure this is to them like the most exciting shit they've ever seen. Also, it's Muta's first championship match in the NWA.
Yep, he was undefeated also in the NWA going into this match.
Yep. He's undefeated, and Sting only has one loss.
Yep. Which is fucking awesome. This is pre-world champion Sting also, because this match is for the television title.
Yep. The World Television Championship, which I thought
World Television Championship. Yep. Pretty belt. Yes. So Sting and Muta are fighting on the apron, and Sting hits Muta with this like running clothesline while he's on the outside and Muta's on the inside, and JR's like, JR proceeds to call it an American clothesline, made in the USA. That kid is.
He did say that.
Jesus.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is the beginning, guys. Sting has the advantage and hits a flying clothesline off the top rope, and he takes Muta out with his beautiful drop kick. Muta rolls out. Sting makes it look. Sting does this thing where he looks like he's going for like a dive over the ropes to like use his body to hit Muta's body, and he doesn't. He
does goes over the rope. Punch.
Yeah. Yes, he lands on his feet, and it's like a half second goes by, and then he throws a punch, because like in that he stun locks Muta essentially. That's just like, again, Sting is kind of a crazy athlete. So Sting gets Muta back into the ring. He hits him with a scoop slam, a few like clubbing blows, all that, and then he gets just a 1 count because you're not gonna win off of that, dumbass. Muta reverses Sting's suplex into, guys, an Oriental sleeper. So yeah. Muta goes Irish whip Sting, but Sting counters it and sends him into the ropes. Sting picks up Muta for a military press, does an elbow drop, but Muta gets out of the way, and then he proceeds to slow it down with a fucking chin lock. Which also Muta's getting like a few Muta chants as well, so I'll give him that. He was definitely getting over with the crowd. What is this next line? Oh, he says, what's his name? Who's with JR? Whose name I already forgot.
Bob.
Cottle? Okay, yeah. So he says he's got, I don't know, 6 or 7 martial arts that he knows in addition to being an outstanding wrestler. It's like, okay, of course it's martial arts. Muta locks in an abdominal stretch, which it's an abdominal stretch, but he's using the ropes for leverage, and then he like rolls himself and Sting up and goes for a roll up out of that abdominal stretch, which is not something you see much of nowadays. Sting starts a comeback, but Muta of course pokes him in the eye. Muta goes for a handspring elbow, but Sting dodges it and starts his 2K comeback, and he hits this like crazy bulldog, picks up Muta, and then does a standing drop kick, and Muta rolls himself out of the ring, or falls out of the ring, I think, over the top rope. They do this international, and Muta goes to spray Sting with the mist, but he gets Nick Patrick instead. This is when all the shenanigans start. Sting goes for a stinger splash and misses. Muta hits the moonsault, but he gets a 2 because there's that split second with the ref being down and the other guy, Marty, whatever his name, coming in. And then Sting hits a belly to back, gets a 3 count victory, and that's Muta's first loss. My favorite thing is that they're really trying to tell you that there's this controversial finish, right? But there is not, because Muta's shoulders were on the mat and Sting's were not. Right?
And officially it does go down as a double pin, and even though the PA announcer announces Sting's victory, Muta walks away with the belt. And
yeah, well, like Muta just like grabs the belt. Him and Gary Hart just steal the belt while the crowd's chanting bullshit.
Because it was supposed to be a double pin, but they showed the
robot.
Really, Sting is robot.
Yeah, really bad.
Am I good now?
No.
Oh, okay. So
I've changed the rules of the match. I'm a robot now.
Chris, would it work if you joined on your phone?
I should be good now. I shouldn't be in a room. Oh, no, there it goes.
Yep.
Let's see.
But while he's being robotic and fixing that, I will say that JR says something that is so fucking corny, because he's like, let's look at the slow-mo. They really wanted the controversy to work. Yeah, it did not. It didn't work. But like overall, I think the match was still really good. It was smooth. It was crisp. Again, I'm always Sting's athleticism. Like, I know people are always do that thing where, if you could build a perfect wrestler, yada yada, Randy Orton. Not me, buddy. Not me, pal. Sting is like the perfect professional wrestler. He's just tall enough. He's tall enough to where other guys are going to be bigger than him, and it's going to look more intimidating when he goes up against the heel who's 6'5", right? He's strong. He's not overly jacked, but he's still a strong dude. He's athletic as hell. He's fast. Yeah, that for me is the archetype. I give this 4.25 out of 5 Sting version woos. No, not woos. Not woos. Oriental headlocks.
Oh my god. I gave this match
I give it an A-, and now I have to leave again. Bye-bye.
All right, cheese, man.
All right, catch your cheese.
All right, I should be back now. If you hear an audio quality switch up, I'm on the phone, and I shouldn't have any technical difficulties from here on out.
Yeah, you sound fine. You sound
fine enough.
You sound incredibly clear, though, so that's good.
Yes, those AirPods.
They're great.
Me dropping everything, too. So we at the part where we rating this match now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I gave it a flat white. Because, it was building. It was supposed to. It felt like it was heading towards match of the night type territory, and then the finish happened, and I don't know why they showed the replay.
That's the part that I didn't like, the replay. Because you weren't here. I gave it 4.25. Oriental headlocks. Yeah.
I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. The finish pissed me off, but other than that, it was a great match. So yeah.
If you cut that Cornette and Paul Heyman match just a little bit, or maybe if you just don't do that fucking weird battle royal thing for the $50,000.
Yeah, have that be on the house show too.
Yeah, and then you just add a little bit of time to that match, to the next match that you're doing, Coffin, because I think yours is like 10 minutes long, right? Which it's still a fun match, actually. But let's get to that Lex Luger promo, because that was a promo.
Wait, wasn't the Lex promo before
the match?
It's in between
okay, my time.
The Luger match and before his match.
Yeah.
So
who's the one? You took notes on it?
I took notes, but I didn't take notes on like specifically what he said, but I did have a couple of notes about this promo. First of all, Lex is so much better, A, as a heel, and B, in WCW than he ever was in the WWE.
Absolutely.
Second of all, go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything. No.
The crux of this promo was that Lex was supposed to face Dragon in a no DQ match, but Lex was like, "No, fuck that. I'm not defending my title under no DQ
No,
rules.
what does he
Y'all
say?
change the
Nobody
rules of
tells
this
him how to
match."
defend his title.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so because it
times.
wasn't his call, he didn't want to
Yep.
do it. And they were doing this. I feel like they were doing this because Lex was still over, and they were trying to make him like a mega heel, and it just was not working. Lex was still fucking over. But essentially, he wasn't defending the title under DQ rules. If they didn't change the rules of the match, he was going to nope out.
I think there's one guy who's more over than he was, and it was the guy across the ring from him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially with
Also,
this entrance.
Lex Luger is, in fact, the most Christopher Kaufman coded wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah. I love me some Luger.
He is so Lex that I'm like, looking back, I'm like, oh, that's who your creative character was.
A lot of them Wild Thing was more
no.
He was a mix of Mr. Perfect and
Lex
Dolph
Luger.
Ziggler and Billy Gunn. That was his mixture.
But he was if you look, the way you did that character was so much where it was the character. It's so you in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest thing he ever did in the WWF was show up wearing that American flag shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Or the puffy shirt. Oh, wait, no, that was WCW.
You're talking about the puffy American pants. Those were great during the Lex Express.
Yeah, Lex
which
Express.
Was a disastrous move, man. What a shitty move.
Great, dude.
Well, anyways, speaking of the opposite of disastrous, this Ricky Steamboat entrance is amazing. He comes out here first being led by his family, which the PA announcer says his beautiful family.
He had the fear of God in his eyes trying to keep balance, buddy.
Oh, well, you know why? Because he's being carried by a group of ninjas on the thinnest piece of wood ever. Like, I don't know why they didn't just make it wider. This thing is like as wide as his feet, and that's it.
Fucking surfboard.
Oh, and by the way, Steamboat, you also got to be holding a live Komodo dragon that's in a spiky leather jacket.
Okay. To keep with the theme of gay, they've made the lizard gay.
The Freddie Mercury.
Like Rob Halford from the lead singer of Judas Priest, who is in fact extremely gay, so gay that when he came out, Texans called into radio shows crying. Okay, that's how gay this lizard was. And Ricky looked. You're right, Kaufman. It was a fucking plank of wood. It was so thin.
Like, why not just make it a little wider? It'd probably make it easier for the guys carrying it too.
He's standing in a surfboard pose, but like every now and then, no, he's not in a surfboard. He's in a surfboard pose with the Komodo dragon, if that could be explained. So he's kind of like this, and then like he's leaning and he's got his legs bent, but every now and then you see him shake, and he kind of like looks down, and it's great. It's fucking great.
Oh, and speaking of $1 million, Lex is out here next. He's got the rotating platform, and this is how my notes go. I go, he's on the rotating. Oh God! Oh my God! Oh no! He's in the rotating platform, and it stopped rotating, and he is trying to nudge and scoot it to get it to continue, and he just says "fuck it" and turns around and starts posing. Sparklers are going off. They go off as he walks by them. That's pretty cool. This is a champion, ladies and gentlemen. The funny thing is, though, Luger's music cuts out like while he's still halfway to the ring. The announcer. The announcer says like that this match is going to be no DQ, and that starts sending Luger off. What were you about to say, Darrell?
For two things. First of all, this man Luger was dead ass running around NWA like he was Pac. Like, what do you mean you just got the rules changed in an instant because you're throwing a hissy fit? Another thing, that belt is fucking beautiful. And that's all that there. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. Luger then grabs the microphone from the PA and he says, "Let's make this short and sweet, Steamboat. I'm the total package. Nobody tells me how to defend my title. either you waive the no DQ stipulation or I'm out of here and you don't get a shot at all. You got 30 seconds, pal. And Steamboat's like looking around. He's got his arms up. He's in disbelief. The referee don't know what to do. The promoter comes out and he starts talking to him. And essentially is like
the committee, don't they sit behind that little barrier around the ring?
That JR mentions that most of the committee is there today. They don't show him, but they do bring him up.
Okay.
And then essentially the promoter tells Steamboat, we're turning DQs on, sorry. And the PA says this will be a regular rules match.
And boy, does Steamboat not care about the DQ being on.
JR's going in on Luger on commentary, saying like he's turned the back on the fans and he doesn't know how people can still cheer him. Let's see. This match starts as like they do the little chain wrestling start, but Luger backs Steamboat into the corner. Steamboat goes for a roll up and starts chopping him. Like 90% of Ricky's offense is chops, which let's see here. Luger gives Steamboat that's what it was right here. My bad. Lost my spot. Luger gets rolled up by Steamboat again. Another 2 count. Steamboat goes for a bridge pin, another kick out, then hits 2 drop kicks, gets a pretty big back body drop, and Luger does this really fun bump after one of the chops right after that, and powders immediately and starts walking around the ring. Steamboat chases after him. And this is where I noticed a security guard in the crowd who looks like he's probably he's over 6 feet, but he looks like he's 100 pounds flat. I'm like, what is he guarding?
Jesus Christ.
There's also a dude who looks exactly like my grandfather in the front row, but that's not him. He was not in Baltimore at the time.
God. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Did we say that this was in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yes, we did at the start of the show.
Okay, I'm glad because that comes up in a promo later.
Oh, yeah. They're let's see. Steamboat gives Luger an atomic drop on the outside. And he tries to get back in, and that gives Luger an opportunity to take the upper hand again. He starts by kneeing Steamboat in the face, throws him back outside, hits him with a double axe handle and a clothesline. Then JR says, Luger is a clean eating, right working out man who is a compact 230, and I don't believe him for a second. There's no way any of that was true. 1, Luger is not 230 pounds. He's way over that. 2, he is not clean eating and right. He might be right working out, but there's some dirty stuff in there too.
Yeah.
In that diet. But with that much muscle, no way is he 230. Steamboat regains advantage, goes up to the top and tries diving chop. Luger hits him in the gut, nails him with a backbreaker. And this is like Luger's big heat spot. So he starts jawing at people at the side of the ring. He hits a big mother effing bomb right before that too on Steamboat. And he just turns around and starts yelling at one of the dudes in the front row. Then he hits Steamboat with this weird short arm double axe handle type. It's like he forgot what movie he was going for mid gravity. And then he starts yelling at the referee, Luger does. And Steamboat sneaks up behind him for another roll up 2 count. And Luger then starts to Luger up and starts clotheslining Steamboat. Steamboat's refusing to stay down. He hits him with another clothesline, and Steamboat pops up and starts wildly swinging his arms around like he's just trying to hit anybody. It was awesome.
I love that.
Ricky is just such a good baby face. Luger is pumped up. He throws Steamboat into the top rope. Steamboat fights back with a few chops. Luger's in the corner with the referee. The referee then, that's what it was. Steamboat is chopping Luger in the corner, and the referee stops him, and Luger's able to punch Steamboat in the face to get control once more. And it's like, come on, ref, you're gonna stop the babyface from doing all the moves, but like Luger can hit him up against the ropes. I don't know if it was Nick Patrick in this match or not. It would have made sense. Luger goes for a power slam. Ricky gets a crossbody off the ropes. Steamboat hits him with a. Oh no, Luger holds up Steamboat for a while and hits him with a reverse atomic drop. And he starts yelling. Luger starts yelling at the fan again, same fan, which is again just gonna let Steamboat get right back up and hit him with a neck breaker. And Luger goes for another clothesline, but Ricky ducks it, and it just looks like Luger jumps right the fuck over the top rope and lands hard on the outside. Then Luger invents the 10 beats of the Baldry for a second, and then hits him for some sort of slam, falls over. And Luger gets a 2 count off of it. Luger then goes to the top rope, a rare occurrence, and Steamboat chops him and mother effing bombs him off of the top.
Yep.
Another drop kick, couple running right hands, that Steamboat, and then Steamboat hits the flying nothing off of the top rope. Only wrestler I've actually seen it do it. Goes for the flying nothing and it connects.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
yeah.
It's
Luger chokes Steamboat over the top. Then let's see, Luger pantomimes like he's about to do another one of those elbow drops, but then he stops and stops mid-taunt, starts walking around the ring. He grabs a chair at this point. He's just going to get himself disqualified and walk away with the belt. He doesn't care. Crowd starts to make a lot of noise. Luger loses the chair, and he loses it by Steamboat monkey flipping him into the corner where he brains himself, Luger does, with that chair. It's, we're used to seeing that spot where like the guy goes to swing it, it bounces off the top rope and hits him in the head. This is the only time I've seen that be done in the corner off of a monkey flip.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And then Ricky forgets the rules of the match and grabs the chair and hits Luger with it and gets himself disqualified. But the crowd doesn't care.
Nope.
No.
Because they love themselves some Steamboat. And Steamboat chases Luger away, and that's the end of the match.
They're just popping everywhere for these guys.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, Dragon poses with the chair at the end. Crowd goes crazy, and they don't care about the finish.
What are you doing over there?
Moving on to the next thing. You haven't seen him in the background, like shadow, like moving around back there.
I'm like, what is happening back there? Okay.
Yeah, I gave it a sugar-free vanilla latte or vanilla caramel latte.
This match could have gotten a much higher rating, but it was only 10 minutes, and the finish wasn't. The finish happened. I'd give it 3.5 out of 5 gay Komodo dragons.
I gave this match a 7.5 out of 10. Yet again, could have got more time, like everybody said. The finish was kind of ass, but hey.
So you thought this? You gave this a higher rating than the last match?
Yes.
Okay.
I can watch any Steamboat match ever, and I can watch like.
Oh, I agree. I think Steamboat was fantastic, but yeah, actually, I mean, hell,
you tell me Luger gets stuck in a shirt in there.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, I love when he does.
I think the thing that gives me the boost of this match over the last one is Luger before it coming out and being like, "Hey, bitch, I ain't defending this title unless you make this shit a disqualification."
Fair enough.
Add the disqualification step in there, and I think that popped me a lot. So yeah.
It's something about.
I think for me, the opposite was the finish. I really would have liked something decisive there for those guys. I'll just give me 3 more minutes. That's all. 3 more minutes.
That's fair.
There's something great about the most jacked dude on the show also being the biggest bitch on the show.
Yes. Oh, I love that. But like, is that not Lex's whole thing in WCW, and that's why it works so well?
Yep.
Like even when even in 1999 when he's running around
TP,
calling himself
baby.
the Total Package,
yes, sir.
You know, when he's TP, brother, like he's out there doing the same thing, and it's so effective.
Wait, Chris, did you make the comment? JR had a line during the match where he says, and I quote, "Luger really Pearl Harbored him."
Whoa!
I swear he says that.
I missed that.
I did too.
He just US leadered that shit.
Yeah. And I didn't think about it, and then I heard it, and I'm like,
"Are you sure?
Really
are you sure,
Daryl?
You're not.
No.
He said that.
Brian Zane also mentioned that, and I forgot to bring it up in Brian Zane's review. He did say the Pearl Harbor thing. I forgot it was in this match.
I did not notice that.
He says that. Yeah, I looked at my notes and I'm like, JR said something crazy during this match, and I know I took a note on it, and yeah, that was it. Yeah. So we then get to this backstage segment. The Fabulous Freebirds.
So before we actually like get to the segment, Darrell, this whole thing, think of all the people that are involved in this.
Yep. Freebirds,
this War Games
SWAT team.
There's fucking 10
Midnight Express, Pro Warriors.
And so I want to do this before we even get to them. There's 2 people specifically here that we need to really focus in on, and that is Samu and Fatu. Because I think it was that night that we watched the pay-per-view where you and I fell into that hole of the fucking family tree.
I did not know that Sam and Rikishi are twins.
What?
Which is crazy. Yes, they are twins.
There we
Samu,
go. See?
yes.
What?
Fatu and Samu are twins.
I mean, because looking at him in this promo, I thought Samu was from the Tongan side of the family. Like I thought he was completely like one of the blood pact members of the family. Like
no, Samu is Sam. He was called the Tonga Kid, but he's actually Samoan, which is stupid. But yes, he's Rikishi's twin.
Yes,
which sent me for a loop.
Well, that's not what sent. Well, that did send me for a loop. But what sent me for a loop?
And then Rikishi licking his twin brother. So the Fabulous Freebirds are cutting this promo.
You're still not there. That's not what sent me.
Was it the Savages thing?
The middle, it was in the middle of doing through the whole fucking family tree thing that you and I were doing.
Oh,
we found out they were twins.
So
Dwayne's fucking
stunt double is like his first or second cousin, and I'm like, what the fuck? These people,
your kid, like his active stunt double.
Yes, his active stunt double.
My ex-girlfriend used to have lunch with that dude all the time.
Huh.
How am I connected?
So what I was telling Darrell, there has never been a family that I've ever seen take care of its family more than that one. They get them jobs everywhere. It is crazy.
And even the extended family, the Tongans, they get jobs everywhere because they're fucking
and then we learned. Who did we learn was a pureblood, Darrell?
I know Nia Jax is closer kin to The Rock than she is she's actually she's a what's Rock's granddad's name? No.
Maivia.
She's a Maivia. Yeah. So Nia's a Maivia.
And then
there was somebody else.
This is fucking great. Tamina is no, it wasn't Tamina.
No,
who was it that you were?
The NOI.
The NOIs are halves, by the way.
They're half Samoan, so their ancestors are actually from I think Connecticut, but
it's a split.
They married a Samoan.
A person from Connecticut married a Samoan.
Yes. And then eventually, back in the the late 1800s, early 1900s, they moved to the Isle of Samoa. And that's how that family started. That's how the NOI family started. I believe they changed their last name to NOI once they moved to Samoa. So that's
my favorite thing.
That's how you get the NOI family.
Is that they just thought Haku was so cool that they're like, hey, you're part of our family now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And all of them, all of the kids. Now you got Tamatonga and Tongaloa and Talatonga, and now the Hawaiian
and then
Jeff
Jacob's
Cobb
got
and
5 kids.
Yeah. There you go, baby.
And Naomi and Jimmy may be given Naomi
it was
given birth
son.
to the greatest Samoan.
It was the other son.
Which is the other son?
The one that hasn't started wrestling yet had a child.
Oh,
yeah, it wasn't Jimmy. No.
I also like how what was it? I completely forgot where I was going with that. Skip me over. I forgot what I was going to say about the NOI. It's probably a good thing.
There's just look. I mean, the match itself.
Punk told the story about fucking.
Oh God, yeah.
Was it which one? It wasn't off Sika fucking training him and helping him out when he first started wrestling in Chicago because Sika had the wrestling.
Oh, he mentioned multiple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Yeah. And somehow Samoa Joe is not related to anybody in that family anywhere at all.
Nope. Nope.
He said that on, I think it was CVV. He said my family and his family, we knew each other. Like our families knew each other. No relation at all.
Nope. That island though, this is crazy how much like all that intertwined and all kind of shit like that is insane.
Oh, that island is the backbone of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, and all that intertwining makes it fit perfectly with the Freebirds.
Oh, Gary Albright was married to a NOI.
Yeah. That's how who came out of that?
I can't remember which one it was. But I think one of them.
So the final match on the undercard is a War Games match. Okay.
Yep.
And as we're getting into that, the way that the teams break down, it's the Road Warriors, Hawking Animal, the Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, and Steve Williams. So JR squirting all over the place thinking about that guy. Against the Freebirds.
Yep.
God. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, not gorgeous. Fucking dog. Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy, who we'll get to that in a second. And the Samoan SWAT team, Samu and Fatu.
Yep.
So,
or as I refer to them, Rikishi and Samu.
Yep.
Yes, Rikishi and Samu. So they're doing promos before this, and it's the Freebirds. And honestly, who the fuck cares what Michael Hayes has to say about that? Forget the Savages part. Forget all of that stuff. Forget the licking of the face, which is crazy in and of itself.
One thing about before Terry Gordy, there's a point where I think it's Michael Hayes says the phrase, what is it? Yeah, Hayes says technical at one point. He just says the word technical. Yep. I don't remember in reference to what.
And he's talking in reference to Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane.
And Rikishi, who has not said a word other than grunts and licks of his brother's face, just goes, technical, and then corpses. Corpses because he's like, that's the only word I've said, and it was technical. He has to hide his face behind Samu because he cracked himself up.
So Terry Gordy proceeds to talk about committing a terrorist act against the city of Baltimore.
Fucking insane during this promo. He loses his fucking mind, man.
He talks multiple times about bombing Baltimore.
Yeah, like drop the bomb on Baltimore. I'm like, the fuck?
And it's just like, whoa. But he's like, look, man, it was purer back in the 80s. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. Oh, for
sure. And we'll find that out in the next promo when we get to the Road Warriors. Kaufman, do you want to talk about the next promo? I'll let you have it. It sounds like you really want
I got you. It started out with the Midnight Express. I wasn't paying attention at all until Dr. Death Steve Williams start airplaning into the frame. It was funny as fuck. And they like the Midnight Express must not have been like told that he was going to do this because they're like confused.
There is a pattern if you look in professional wrestling multiple times where people who wander into promos like that. Yes, that's specifically. Think of the names that I'm about to go through. Macho Man Randy Savage does a lot of that, where he's like in and out of frame because he's like all over the place. Hulk Hogan at peak Hulk Hogan is doing that, and then there is the Jim fucking Hellwig, who's
you couldn't get the camera on
all over the place. Like you couldn't keep him in place. Steve Williams is so fucking gone.
I was gonna say when Warrior and fucking Savage tag together, and when Warrior and Hulk tag together, those promos are fucking gold, man.
They're my favorite promos ever.
They're insanity because nothing is being said. Nothing is being said.
Speaking of nothing of what's being said, Williams explains his theatrics by saying he's about to go bird catching. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's see what this guy's got to say. And at some point, he busts out the line, "Hey, Pally, look at the meat I have on my team." And I'm like, all right, I see what JR saw in this dude.
Yep. Oh no, I see it too. No, don't get me wrong.
Amazing.
I like, especially if you watch his his shit in Japan. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm. And this summons the Road Warriors.
JR was dreaming of Dr. Death, creeping up in his bedroom one night. All right, that's what he was thinking about.
If JR had the book, we would still be watching Steve Austin versus Steve Williams matches.
Joe Anoai's little reign of as world champion would be dropping the bucket to the 10-year reign of Dr. Death Steve Williams.
That meat line summons the Road Warriors, and I love the Road Warriors promos. I love them so much.
Hey, they looked fucking crazy.
Yeah, they looked fucking that shit here, man.
Bodies, holy shit, they were on everything.
Fucking tag team, buddy.
That is. Those were professional. Wrestlers.
I wrote down, imagine if two Big Papa Pumps teamed up and didn't stumble over their words.
Yes, that is exactly who they are. But like, the Road Warriors are so fucking cool.
Yep.
Like,
they're awesome.
They're fucking awesome.
In the match, you seen the fucking pops they were fucking getting?
Oh, I cannot. Yeah,
there's a reason.
There's that one spot, and we all know the spot.
Oh yeah,
that 300-pound missile. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason that they get their own pop named after them. Like the Road Warrior pop is the thing for a very big reason.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, they were. Yeah, that was that the promos were fun. Look, I may not like Michael Hayes all the time, but I'm not gonna say that I'm not entertained when that dumbass is out there when they're just doing.
When he gets going,
do I like? Mm-hmm. Which? During this match.
At the end when he fucking
extremely entertaining.
Oh my god,
was
him on the outside.
Extremely entertaining. He was. I wrote. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit.
No, let's go ahead and jump in. It's the War Games.
16th War Games.
It's Freebirds and the Samoan SWAT team versus Midnight Express, Road Warriors, and Dr. Death.
Yep.
God.
16th
Eaton and Garvin start the match, right?
Yep.
For everybody who's ever complained about, hey man, they have so many Hell in a Cell matches,
brother. They were running that shit every single during that fucking Great American Bash circuit. They were just I legit went on Wikipedia and they every house show they were running fucking War Games matches. It's fucking crazy.
Because this is back in the day where if you didn't catch it live, you would never see it again.
Nope.
Yep.
So they did it as many cities
and also
as they could.
But look at how they work. This is why the magic of having the cage, the cell closed off on the top is a big deal. Because you're not taking any of those big diving spots that are going to hurt you. You're not. You're kind of just you're just beating on the other guy and throwing him into a cage. You're working a normal match, but it's a little bit more violent. So, anyways, Eaton and Garvin start the match.
Oh, Anthony! Wait a minute!
What's up? You about to talk about the entrances?
Let's talk about came out and they said they're from the dark side, and I started laughing because I'm like, who was it? Was it the fucking Samoan SWAT team or was it
It was the Samoan SWAT team, I think, because it wasn't the Freebirds because they're from Bad Street.
They came out to Bad Street, Atlanta. That was awesome.
They came out hopping around like a bunch of Nancy boys in their fucking sequin jackets. I can say that. I have a pass to say that. So they look fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Jimmy Jam Garvin is an ugly man. I'm not saying Michael Hayes isn't with his beer belly out there. But Jimmy Jam Garvin looks like a wet mop.
And Terry Gordy looks like he could play any horror villain.
Yeah.
Any horror
Terry
villain
looks fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, Terry, who, buddy?
Was it him or Stan that used to come out with a mouthful of dip when they were in All Japan? It was Stan.
It was probably Stan. Both of them.
I was like, what's the point? But Terry looks like he gives off Festus vibes, and like you can turn him on and off. In that sense, and that's the only comparison there.
But he's always on.
But he's always on. It's funny. It's fucking. He's great.
I'm also fairly certain the Road Warriors come out to Iron Man, but the crowd is so loud you can't hear it.
Nope.
So there's a great video. I know I've sent it in the group chat where they're coming out in Japan to black, like not a cover of Iron Man, actual Iron Man. And it's just the minute the song starts, those people start losing their minds. And that's what happened tonight. Like, it's crazy to say that they stack up against anybody else on the card who got massive pops. Their pop might have been bigger than, well, not Sting's, but almost as big as Sting's. As big as Sting's. Yeah, good shit. Who else? And they also came out in the riding bitch on the motorcycles.
Yep, that's true too.
Which is great.
There's a couple of lines in this match. JR,
I have some written down.
JR says he got punted around like a brawling NFL football.
So here's what I'm going to say about this. Oh yes, that's a good one. Here's what he says about gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. He says, "I guess he's not gorgeous anymore. He thinks he is." Then he said, then this is the line of the night. Okay, the lines of the night. Where he says that means for 2 minutes, one guy is going to get pounded by two guys in there.
I
Bob also says you're getting pounded for a minute like this feels like an eternity.
It's 30 seconds or a minute when you're getting pounded like this feels like an eternity. Michael Hayes at one point is outside of the ring, and he's jawing with the crowd, and he's like, "Shut your mouth before I stick my foot down your throat, you Baltimore puke." And it's just like,
yeah, we're gonna just jump around this match because most of this is just brawling, and it's like somebody's beating up somebody in the background while in the foreground somebody's beating somebody up.
Spot when Animal fucking launches himself like a fucking missile from one side of the ring to the other, from one ring into the other.
Fucking ring, and he hits that fucking double line off the top. That crowd fucking lost it at the end of the match, man.
Yep.
When that match officially started, man, Hawk went fucking
so the way it worked, man. Like in the order that they came in, it's Eaton and Garvin, and look, as much as shit as I talk about with Jimmy Jam Garvin, all these guys could go.
Yeah,
they could all go. And so I mean, Eaton and Garvin are putting on a little heater in there, and then Williams comes in next, and then after.
At one point, Bobby Eaton is like pressed up against the cage by Jimmy Jam, and Michael Hayes goes, "How's war, Bobby Eaton?"
It's so good. Then Williams enters. He's the next guy in. Gordy is actually the one in there before Williams. So that's when he hits you with the two guys, one all
pounding
that shit, pounded by two guys. And then Williams joins in and it evens it out. And then Samu, and then let's see, Samu enters next, and then the team of the Freebirds and the SWAT team it's pretty much both of them, right? I think Animal.
Animal.
Yeah, Animal enters after that.
A lot of tag team stuff in there.
Oh yeah, so Animal enters after Samu.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Death at one point military presses Terry Gordy, the heaviest dude in the match.
Yes. Didn't he
military presses him 8 times. 8 times off the top of the cage.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She was crazy, man. Dr. Death is fucking awesome, man.
Yes. This
podcast
all
has just
joking
become
aside,
a 80s propaganda fucking machine.
Hey, we haven't gotten to the last match. Just you wait when I start to wax poetic, okay? So at this point, it's Animal comes in and starts like taking over, right? Which is I mean, shit, and the crowd is eating it up. Then Rikishi comes in.
Right before that, Michael Hayes is in Rikishi's face going, kill, kill, eat.
God dang it, man. Oh, it's so entertaining. So then Fatu comes in. The bad guys get the advantage again.
I got a question about Fatu / Rikishi. What happened between now and 1995 that caused his ass to balloon to what we know as it today?
He got the WWE paycheck and he started eating, brother.
Yeah.
That boy started
you know what?
eating.
No. You know, here's what happened. He didn't go out of his way to like buy more food. It's just there was more available at catering now. Can you imagine what catering looked like? Actually, no, it's a Vince McMahon cater thing. It's probably not that good.
Wait, I just thought about something. Where does Yokozuna fall into the family tree?
Oh shit! Why'd you do that?
He is. I genuinely do not know.
He is.
He's one of their cousins.
Oh, he's Roman's.
I see it here.
First cousin.
Yes.
So he is
the son of.
I like that Roman is our reference point.
Yeah, he's in that tree right there.
So Yakuza Rodney Anoa'i. He is the father of Sika?
No, he didn't have any kids.
Father, the son of.
He is the son of Afoa, who was another brother.
Alpha.
Not
so
Alpha,
I see Alpha.
Huh. That's so Alpha's kids are Manu and
It doesn't have like they just decided we're not even going to include Yokozuna's dad.
Yeah. No, yeah. If you look on the Wikipedia page, his dad is Afoa, who I don't think wrestled.
If you look at the PowerPoint presentation that Rock rolled out there at that one event with like all the branches, he's on there.
I need to pull that up. Oh God.
But the thing that popped me, we talked about it earlier, was Paulie was talking to Michael Hayes on the outside, and he was the last one on the heel team to go in. And Paulie's telling him, you gotta go in. What?
Paulie's like drawing up plays for him.
Yeah. And he's like,
yes,
I gotta go in. And he's like, yeah, you gotta go in. He's like, damn.
Wait, Paulie to Michael Hayes, right? Oh yeah. Well, because Michael Hayes is like he's just like, I gotta go. He's like he's trying to leave. Like, I again, if only the man wasn't problematic.
What racist, fucking sexist?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you
know. So, anyways, Hawk enters. Is he the last one to come? No,
he's the last one.
Yeah, he's the last one to come.
Because
Hawk comes in and is just like
double clothesline, and he does the fucking shoulder tackles, and he's doing all kind of shit. I'm like, most of my reference point of Road Warriors is what they did in Japan and then like late WWE run stuff. So like seeing them when they were younger doing a lot of this high flying shit is so crazy to me. Like, it's very crazy to me.
It's just they go for the electric chair. They go for it, but they don't get it on Gordy, right? It's Gordy who they're trying to do it to. But eventually it just, Hawk ends it with a reverse neck breaker and a hangman's neck breaker.
Yep.
That was like he was trying to kill Jimmy Jam.
He was trying to kill.
Yes.
Oh,
he was. Yes.
Anthony. Nicknames. Sweet Stanley
real quick.
And Beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Yes, dogs, both of them.
Those are just two more.
Damn it. Okay. Real quick, we didn't talk about when Michael Hayes came in. He just DDT'd everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly
what around jumping DDT
down here.
People.
Yep.
And then he freebird walked.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a Flair thing to do. If anything, Flair. I mean, Michael Hayes thing. I was looking at the wrong thing here. But yeah, that was that match. What are we giving it, guys?
7 out of 10. I think it was a good brawl.
I gave it a,
and yeah.
I gave it a pour over.
Okay. And I give it 4.5. 4.5 pit bulls. That's something just Darrell will get.
So next we get a Ric Flair promo.
Look, you know what? The whole gorgeous thing, all that beautiful thing, that applies to the females in wrestling too. It's okay to be ugly, but do not lie to me and call yourself precious.
After the match,
there's nothing precious about that dog.
They're trying to the heels are like holding the cage. Like
they lock him in the cage.
Yeah, they lock him in the cage, and they eventually break through because I think one of them climbed on top and got through or something like that.
It's Eaton Eaton. No. It's not. That's not what happened. But Eaton does climb the cage.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
No, Dr. Death Steve Williams busts the fucking cage door open.
Yeah.
He just rips it open with one hand.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's fucking Dr. Death Steve Williams. Also, Precious, I know you're a human being, and I know you're not ugly, but bear with me. Anyways.
I mean, just using that woman as a slander point just because...
It's because of Jimmy Jam Garden.
Oh, shit.
You know? It's a funny bit.
Next we get the Ric Flair. This is the most toned down Ric Flair
I have all of this written down. I have... Gordon Soley essentially asks him, "Hey, buddy, look, your neck got fucked up. You had what was the surgery that he had, or what was the thing? Because he said a whole thing,
a vertical injury,
vertebrae,
something I can't remember.
Yes. And Flair's whole thing is like, hey, I've heard that question 1,000 times. He's returning to the ring because it's the main thing in his life. It's always been his life. It's the greatest sport in the world. It's the only way, he's like, I think what he says is like, what if I'm 100%, if I'm 120%, Terry Funk will have the fight of his wrestling career on his hands. And it's very, like you said, toned down. It's not Flair yelling. It's not his styling and profiling kind of thing.
It's just what the NWA wants their babyface champion to sound like in a promo. Like if you go and you listen to any sort of any face champion before him, I'm trying to think of like a Bob Backlund-ish, like that type of deal. Just those I'm good because I'm good, and here's what I got to do.
Well, I like what he says because he's like, if he didn't break my back, and take my career, then that's what he has to do tonight in Baltimore, in front of everybody. And if he doesn't do it, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And I think it was a really good promo.
Also,
we missed out.
Look at that motherfucking championship belt.
Oh yeah,
that
belt.
is a title. Beautiful.
But like he says, I feel like I'm ready to be the world's heavyweight champion tonight. I'm gonna prove it, and that's great. And I love that they call Terry Funk the master of the pile driver.
Yep.
Like he's
fucking is.
It's so good. Nobody does it like him.
He's out here with an entire police brigade.
Brother.
So he is flanked on each side by security. He's coming out. He's wearing his chaps. He's got the branding iron. He's got the fucking poncho. He's out here looking crazy. He's threatening to hit every fan he sees with that branding iron. He gets in people's faces. He's yelling at everybody. He looks ornery and old and middle-aged.
Well, they call him the middle-aged. They call him he's been saying he's middle-aged and crazy, and it's like he's middle-aged in 1989.
Yep.
Actually, yes, he was. He was like 40.
In his 40s, yeah.
No, I know, and he retires in 2022.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's only because he was about to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, Flair comes out next with women flanking him on each side, looking like a star, big smile on his face, that belt is shining. And then he proceeds to get in that ring, and we have a hot start. Flair is all over Terry Funk and knocks him out of the ring, and Funk is just throwing a tantrum. He's just grabbing rails and moving them all over the place. And JR, meanwhile, cannot fucking stop talking about football.
Nope.
Oh, brother. So as Flair continues to like fuck with Funk and beat him up, Funk is getting chairs and throwing them, and he's yelling at the fans, and he's jumping the rail to yell in fans' faces. Like this is all the babyface stuff that Flair's doing, because Flair is as over, if not more over, as a babyface than he is as a heel. Terry Funk is giving all of that energy back to him with his heel work, and it's great. Flair we get another diving chop. Flair does that. Actually, wait. What they do is they get back in the ring. They lock up. Funk takes advantage, and they begin chopping the shit out of each other back and forth. And every time Flair gets Funk, it is loud. And then he chops him so much that he knocks him over the rope, and Terry Funk is just selling like crazy all over. Like that dude is falling all over himself. Flair does a diving chop that connects off the ring apron. They keep fighting on the outside. So at one point, they end up on the apron again with Funk in the ring. He suplexes Flair back in. Again, they're going back and forth like usual. And then Flair ends up in that same position on the outside, and he goes for a suplex on Funk. And it does not go well. And they both just tumble out of the ring and onto the floor. It looked pretty fucking nasty. More chops, and then you get an eye rake and then an eye poke in response. Triple H would send you a message in GM mode telling you that you're not supposed to do 2 rule breakers.
Yeah, two wrong. 2 rule breakers. Wrong. Yeah, fuck that.
Wrong. Flair hits a pile driver on Funk. What's up?
It said both ways, because he wouldn't let 2 brawlers go up against each other either.
Yep. Ugh. Exactly. So yeah, back and forth, more from the 2 of them again.
Yeah.
Flair gets a pile driver.
Terry Funk spin sells that pile driver that Flair gives him. He's like flopping on the ground, like in the cartoons, whenever you see somebody on the ground and it plays that sound effect. That's what he's doing.
So Terry rolls out of the ring and is just running from Flair. Flair gets him back in the ring and then locks in the figure 4. Gary Hart is distracting the ref after he kind of slips the branding iron to Funk, and we have blood because Funk uses the branding iron. At this point, Funk is working from on top, and he's really laying it in on the cut on Flair's forehead. What he's doing, Kaufman and Darrell, is he's wearing down Flair's head so he can get it in the red, and then he's going to hit his finisher for the win.
That little side conversation there. What happened?
No, nothing. That it's a video game thing. Gotcha. But we'll move on. Funk is a shit talking machine, guys. Because this whole time that this has been happening, he's just like somehow finding the time to jaw at people and at Flair. So Flair eventually gets loose, and when the ref's not looking, he hits Funk with the branding iron, and then Funk ends up on the floor with his hands over his head in the most obvious "I'm blading right now, guys" thing. So they're absolutely bloody messes, and then Terry does it. He fucking does a drop toe hold, and that's when JR talks about how his father and yada yada won the NWA World Championship with that, and this and that
with the spinning toe hold.
Yes, and then the finish is crazy because Funk goes for an inside cradle, but Flair reverses that into his own inside cradle and gets the pin for the win, and he retains, and that's the match.
Yeah, there was another spot. There's a funny little bit where Funk rips up the padding at ringside to reveal the concrete, despite concrete being readily available 2 inches to his right.
Yep.
Like literally anywhere.
I mean, you got to get the reveal, man.
It's called he was, I guess you can call it aura farming.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, ultimately, it's a. This is before. Do we want to in the rating include all the aftermatch shenanigans?
Nah, I think we can just rate the match before we get to the aftermatch.
So then we'll just rate the match. Rate. Oh no! Stop! Rewind. We will rate the match. Anyways.
Wait, what?
Shut up. Just roll with it. You'll edit it out if you hear. Sometimes a T can sound like a P.
Oh, Jesus.
And that'll get edited out too.
Yeah.
So we rate the match.
So we're rating the match. Yeah.
We're rating the match. I'm gonna give it 4 3/4 stars, or 4 3/4 egg sucking dogs.
Yeah, I knew that one was coming. Chris.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I gave that shit a vanilla latte. That was pretty good.
All right. Yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Like, I love this fucking match. This is one of my favorite matches.
It's not bad work at all.
And this isn't even their best match together, which is crazy.
Nope, because this feud continues on into the fall, where they have their match at Clash of Champions. And that's the one where Darrell, you're gonna love this. I know you're gonna love this. I know you'll love this too, Kaufman. This is how much of a dork Jon Moxley is. Because that is the match where Funk ties a plastic bag around Flair's head to suffocate him.
God.
Nerd. Yeah.
So after the match, because Muta is a Gary Hart client, and Gary Hart was pissed off that,
before we get to that really quick, how do you feel about it ending on an inside cradle?
Love it.
I love it too, right?
It's Ric Flair.
That's kind of how, that's how Flair matches end. You gotta, it's either going to be a submission to the figure 4 or some sort of roll up.
I love how much of Ric Flair stands we have become in this podcast. Because I don't think we've given him anything.
I feel like we always appreciated him. It's just, I think we always had a problem with him and some of the personal things he would do. That's all.
Beyond fair.
I don't think it was ever a question of how good he was, because
we've had conversations about.
We've talked about how his moveset is very bare, but he's still.
But it does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter, and it's the same criticism that I have about Dwayne, that he does 4 moves, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, we've talked about it before, about how good Rick is as opposed to how much aura carries him. And for me, most of my frame of reference for Rick is watching as a kid was him late WWE run.
Yeah.
Then the match with Shawn, which was always been one of my favorite matches. But you really, when you go back and you watch Rick in his prime, this dude was one of one.
Moving like nobody else was.
Nah, man. No.
There are certain guys who were one of ones in the 80s, like Dusty and Terry and Rick. And you could even say the same about Sting. I mean, Sting is the fucking prototype for what all baby faces should be. And no, we're not moving off to the side, because Sting does fit into all of what's about to happen here.
Yeah. So Muta comes out and he jumps Rick with Terry, because
he sprays him with the mist.
Yeah, and it gets for a great shot at the end.
Oh, so I have a note here that Ric Flair's out here looking like Christmas.
He really does. Yeah,
he is.
He's got half his face is green and the other half of his face is red with blood. So it's a crazy. Flair from this point on has those crazy eyes.
Yep.
Where he's just.
I think you got to activate
it. Well, exactly. The thing is on. The pro wrestler, that thing that fuels Ric Flair is on, and it is firing on all cylinders.
So
for the entire rest of this segment.
he gets his ass beat for like minutes, and I'm like, "Where's Sting? Where's Sting? Where's Sting?"
Yep.
And Sting comes out.
Your worst Sting. The crowd is like, "We want Sting."
Yeah.
They're literally chanting, "We want Sting."
Sting comes out and he gets the pop of the fucking night. And I want to notate, this dude has wrestled tonight, got the winner's pop. He comes out to help Rick. The
this
pop
is
is
after
insane,
Darrell. This is after he got a triple pop during his entrance.
Yes. So he fights off
He has
Muta and
5
fucking
pops
Terry
all night.
And they fight into the like crowd where JR and Bob were set up at.
So before that happens, what's his name? Dillinger comes out. Head of security.
Oh yeah.
And JR delivers one of my favorite lines from this. Dillinger is a civilian, and because like he gets attacked, and it's so goddamn funny. But yes. So they face off against each other in the ring like for a while before they end up, getting. Flair and what's his name and Muta and Gary Hart are all on the way out, and they get like chased down by Sting and Flair. Like Sting and Flair are not done with them.
Nope.
And JR's voice, by the way, at this point is gone.
Gone. It's over.
Oh yeah,
it's just gone, barely hanging together. It's just the promo that Flair delivers, where he's talking about how this is the warm-up match. Like, you and me are not done. I'm not finished with you yet. 2.5 months out, and like Flair is out here out for blood, and it's fantastic. They cap the night off with a double woo.
Yep.
I mean, what more do you need to say? Later in the year, these two go on to team up together, and you know how that usually goes, because it did go that way.
It did go that way.
Yep. Because so the way it works is Sting and Flair join forces against Gary Hart's J-Tex Corporation, which is Muta, Funk, Buzz Sawyer, and the Dragon Master. Sting and Flair, I love what it says here. We're bolstered by the returning Arn Anderson and Ole Anderson in December, which you know what that means immediately.
We hit the last review, by the way, of that show.
Oh, absolutely. That is there's 2 of them. It's Class of Champions 8 and Class of Champions 10. So Class of Champions 10 is the I Quit match between them, that's considered the best match that they have. Same thing. Sting and Muta also continue to feud for the rest of the year. So, yeah.
This show in general gets a good 8 out of 10 for me. And it's weird because I only have one match that gets me above an 8. But I just feel like this show flowed so well. And like the back half of this pay-per-view is all good to amazing matches.
Because you've got the Sting match, the Luger match, the War Game, and Flair and Funk. They're at that point, it's just all meat.
Yeah.
It gets great stuff. Yeah. Kaufman?
This was such an enjoyable show. Like, even the bad parts had like enough.
Were enjoyable.
Yeah.
We're funny in their own way, that like the fans were still into it, even though like today, if we put what was put in front of them in a modern audience, it would get no reaction or like shit on, And that helps so much with a wrestling show when the crowd buys into what you're getting or what they're getting.
Yep.
And it helps
Baltimore
when
was there
for it. It also helps that there were several really, really fantastic matches on this. I gave it a creme brulee latte. This was a fun show, and I'm glad that it got picked.
Yep. And you found Bill Irwin.
I did. He's my new goat.
Wild Bill Irwin. He's the brother of late Scott Irwin. Who's Scott Irwin? Barney Bill Irwin.
Who the fuck is
that? That was Bill Irwin. This guy was Irwin, the brother of Bill Irwin, debuted in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation in '78 as one half of the Yukon Lumberjacks, where he was Lumberjack Eric. The Lumberjacks wrestled against Dino Bravo and Dominic DeNucci for the tag titles.
This is a sporadical question answer, what you just said right there.
Wait, this is a good one. The Lumberjacks lost their title to because they won the titles, and then they beat. Oh my God! They had matches with Dino Bravo and DeNucci, Gorilla Monsoon and Special Delivery Jones, Haystacks Calhoun, and Tony Garea. Then they lost that title to Garea and Larry Zbyszko.
Oh
God!
That's who was missing from this fucking show. Was Larry?
Oh, and then they went to Mid-South.
Huh.
Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot of. Okay, I fell into a whole thing where I got away from Bill Irwin to Scott Irwin. All right, let's call it a day.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
Thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Thank y'all for
what we watching next week.
We will be watching ECW.
He wasn't here
Warfare
for that.
1995. Cheese picked that. Because we are currently on a no WWE kick. We did I think 4 or 5 WWE shows in a row. So, and I just want to give a hint that on the next go around, I want to start doing some Japan stuff.
I can't wait.
So I got a show in mind. But we'll get.
Talked about the one I want to do, right? I think we found the link for it.
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, good.
I'm glad Cheese picked earlier while I was all robotic because I was just frantically searching for anything to throw quickly that wasn't a shitter show.
It was Cheese's turn. Your turn is next week, so I really want you to.
Yep.
Yeah, you.
Yep.
Yeah,
now I got. So you have time to think. There's
I already
plenty
found
of
the show.
Oh God. Okay.
Can you give a hint? What company is it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm deciding between 2 shows, but the one I'm leaning towards is a TNA one. The other option is an ROH one.
Oh,
let's do the ROH.
Or, excuse me, PWG. Wrong company.
Wait, no, let's do that one. I want to do that one. I want to do that one.
TNA. I'm not going to influence. I don't want to influence. we haven't done it. We haven't done a PWG one yet, but
PWG is going to be fun because I bet you I bet you the show you picked is going to have a lot of names on it that are going to be fun to look at.
There's some that are fun and some that were shit, we got to talk about him.
Of course, it's a PWG show.
Yeah, which means, anything. Yeah. Anything could happen.
But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.